The Rap Roundtable.
Episode 139 of New York and hip hop's #1 podcast. Get your ones up. The Rap Roundtable is back. And for the rest of you haters who don't agree that we are the best,
you niggas wrong.
Can't fuck with us. Still the best. Most consistent drops. No breaks, no gaps. Occasionally holidays will take off because we respect that y'all got families and we got families too. But nevertheless, nobody can touch us. And Sid and I had a bit of a realization. We were at an event the other day and we thought about it for a second and it slapped me in the face while we were outside macking amongst our peers and the like.
Salute.
There's a lot of pods that have more viewership, more clout, more quote popularity than the Rap Roundtable. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the purest form of hip hop commentary and entertainment, nobody's touching us. If you look at the follower or subscriber to actual people in the industry ratio who touch this pod, who relate with this pod, who build, who are standing shoulder to shoulder, there's not many pods that have even way more clout than us that are around the people that we around. And we only around these people because of the podcast. These people, and it's not like we're not academics. We're not Rob Markman. We're not Wayno. We don't have no industry ties, but we are standing right next to these people who are doing so because they want to, not because they have to for the quote, look.
We earned it.
We're walking into spots. Pull the mic closer, pause. I'm
gonna let you
so y'all can hear me clearly.
Already.
We're walking into spots that are
2 minutes, huh?
we're walking into spots that are there for artists, for people that you expect to have, big fandoms. And then we walk in,
be clear, they
do. They absolutely do. You know what I mean? You got lines, people lining up for them. But then we walk in and people come up to us.
Yeah.
True story.
They come up to us.
Salute.
Like, oh shit, y'all here too?
Salute.
Like, wow, that's an amazing feeling because like somebody came up to us and Jarvis was like, yo, you know what? I'm like, I don't know, that's a fan. He's a fan. We got fans coming up to us at these functions, man.
Bro,
man.
I was standing outside, bro, and it just hit me. Like, I was like, wait a minute. Because it's like, it's mad niggas with hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Real relationships with people with hundreds and thousands of subscribers. But yet here, Sid and I are around these people. And they know who the fuck we are.
Bro, I knew since the KD3 show at MSG with a homeless dude, so I know y'all niggas, y'all podcast nigga. When a homeless nigga knows, that was crazy to me, bro. I'm like, I don't even know if they got access to TV. I don't know.
Like, how you saw it.
I'm like, shout out to you, homie.
Yo.
Shout out to you. I was like, yo, nah, homeless niggas know niggas too.
Shout to New York City's free Wi-Fi.
Because it's like,
holding us down.
When it comes to just being amongst rappers and guys who are elite at what they do, industry movers and shakers that are elite at what they do, and they are very much aware of who we are. We have access to these. We're not waiting on lines at these events. I walked in, there was a line to the entrance, and I got, yo, what up? Yo, oh, you here? It was a running joke. Oh, Jarvis outside? Because you don't ever come outside. I be busy.
Yo, life be life.
Niggas was laughing at me because, you know what I mean? But they understand I be at work. It is what it is. Chasing dreams, multiple dreams.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes I pod at work. Y'all know. You know what I mean? But it was interesting. And it was like, I have an issue to be forthright for a second with appreciating the now. And in that moment, I was standing next to him, I was like, yo, this is ill. Like, we did this. We got no cosigns. We really are here because of things that our ideas and shit that we built.
Mm-hmm.
The pod after pod, the multiple locations, the arguments, the differences of opinions, niggas leaving the cast, coming back, leaving again.
Going at it with the chat. Salute to the chat.
Niggas trying to get us canceled.
Because it was said that night. The passion behind everything.
Facts.
I mean, it's not just the knowledge, but like we really love this shit. We're passionate.
Twitter
about
niggas
it.
trying to get us up out of here.
They know this out there. Everybody sees it.
Salute
And
to
I
all
mentioned
y'all,
it
man.
before that we real friends and you don't want to let your friends down. There's plenty of weeks where I'm sure one of us want to be like, I don't feel like podding. But when your three homies is there, you got to show up, bro.
Now, we was hazing Dini in the chat last week.
Yo.
No funny shit. He was like, I'm at work. We was like, yo, fuck your job.
Yo, I gotta live,
Come
yo.
on.
I gotta live. I pulled up on my niggas, though. You know, I pulled up on y'all.
John
Had
was
to.
bad cop. I was good
like,
cop.
Yeah.
I said, we need you,
way.
nigga. We
Mace
need you.
really brought it
no
home.
way you're
I
missing
would.
They sold me.
Nas and Premier dropping. There's no way you're missing.
Nah, tell your job, Nas and Primo dropped.
I had to do it, man. I had to do it for the
Then he
team.
pulled up and gave us an hour. He was supposed to leave after 35, 40
Facts.
minutes. He
Somebody
stayed.
was tight, by the way, but it is what it is.
Yo, bottom of beverage. They be
Shit.
all right.
They be
You know what I
all right.
mean?
They be all right.
What they gonna
Shit.
do? You a vet, nigga. They can't get rid of you.
It's a wonderful life, man.
They gotta build you a statue out front at this point.
Real talk.
One day.
Shitting me?
Before I hang it up.
But nevertheless, I had a moment of realization. I was like, no, we did that. And even when niggas get mad at our takes and they try to get us up out of there and they say some sassy shit in the chat. So I said, I'm not arguing with niggas no more. I get to come power with my niggas. I get to be around niggas in the league that I listen to and they know who the fuck I am.
Dope.
I'm in DMs having conversations with artists who know who the fuck I am. We got a couple of artists that I just asked for a favor to just join us for a segment. And they pre-recorded some shit for niggas. Just off the love of the pod.
Bro.
This is work. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
So
Dope.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
I'm a lot more appreciative. You know, I'm still gonna curse niggas out when they get on my nerves. But I'm very appreciative of where we at.
Part
And
of the brand.
of course,
You know?
139 of these, all the lives, all of the random pop-ins, and we gonna continue to build into 2026.
Yes, sir.
Get to that 30K mark subscription-wise. Y'all still hitting the subscribe option. Appreciate you. Swipe and hype, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you new here, it's your boy Jav alongside Sincere the Rap Snob,
What up?
alongside Deanie the Bouncer, and the best Drake fan in the world, your homie Mase.
OVO, we way up.
You know what it is. Hit the Rap Roundtable on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, YouTube, all of that stuff. Tap in.
Real quick. Whose cup is it? It's blocking the goods.
Oh, shit.
Let's not block the gods, man.
You done started early with Sin,
Yeah,
boy.
nah, man,
That's
please.
crazy,
Thank
bro.
you. Respect the gods.
So, yours
Respect
there,
the
mom here.
gods is hilarious.
Respect the gods.
Hilarious.
You see what's going on up
There's
there.
some numbers. You wanted those numbers, Sam?
Yeah,
Sir.
man.
You
Yes,
see,
sir.
my man got the vinyl. You know what I mean? Again, while a lot of people are on their keyboards, even in the five boroughs in the keyboards, but they not coming outside. They not going to 47 Howard Street and touching the Masterfield pop-up, putting their money where their mouth is, and copping the vinyl and shit like that. Nigga, even I copped a t-shirt there, nigga. I spent bread at that spot. You know
Talk
what I
about
mean?
it.
Where y'all at? That's
Where
okay.
y'all
On the
at?
keyboards.
Hot shit.
They ain't nowhere.
We outside.
You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you?
Even Coach said it. He was like, no, even if Joff not here, you always gonna get some combination of the Rap Roundtable
Facts.
at every event.
That's
And
a
I'm
fact.
again,
100%.
that's what all of that shit played in the moment and me appreciate it because like niggas pay attention. I've always told them on the side, you know niggas is paying attention to who does what, right? But it was good to see that niggas is paying attention and they understanding that when we not there, when we are there, it's noticeable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love.
But anyway, enough about us. Hope y'all comfortable. Y'all foul thing. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all got y'all food. Whatever you know, this episode is dropped in the evening, so y'all got y'all little beverage or y'all sandwich. Whatever y'all do at 6 p.m. in the middle of the week. But of course, you know, we rolled out a new segment last time we was in the studio. We're going to keep this going into the new year where we ask the guys at the Rap Roundtable what they're listening to right now. So Sincere the Rap Snob, we're going to start with you with this one. What is getting regular rotation in your phone?
This is gonna be the quickest segment
You
of all
right.
time.
You right. No, you're right. Well, I got to ask you
You see
anyway.
it? You see what's going on here?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? This album, despite the many somewhat detractors and naysayers and nitpickers, I don't know what everybody's talking about,
Here we
man.
go.
This album has had me in a chokehold for an entire week. As of the taping of this episode, it has been a week since it dropped. I have not listened to anything else other than the Conway the Machine, because
There you
a little foreshadowing. We're going to talk about that later. You know what I mean?
sir.
And and it by no means am I saying that I forced myself to listen to the Conway the Machine. It was definitely something that I wanted to listen to, but it was just it. I've been in such a zone with this album right here, Nas and DJ Premier Light Years. Just listening to it over and over again, and just appreciating it for what it is, and not really trying not to look at it for what it's not. Right? I feel like a lot of what's going on out there is people are looking at it for what it's not. I'm appreciating it for what it is and what it did well and what it did right. I was just watching the Joe Budden podcast, Joe Budden interview as well with Nas and Primo. Very enlightening, right?
Shout out to Podfather for doing right and having them on.
Hell yeah. Definitely some things that I thought went one way and actually went a different way. So they shed a lot of light into the creative process and how like the whole album came together. But there was dropping a lot of gems and saying a lot of things that align with why I love this album and why I have loved both Nas and Premier their entire careers. And it's always grounded in culture. They're always grounded in culture. They're always grounded in the elements. And they're not necessarily doing things at this point for monetary gain. They're doing things because they want to, right? They have a passion for it. Nas having made a song on the album called Junkie, right? Because that's how he feels about this culture and this music, and how, that passion pushing them, and so it's not with me. It's not just about the songs. There's a lot of songs that I love on this album. There's maybe 2 songs that I probably skip. But for me, that feeling comes across. Okay. For me, that feeling of it's being a passion project, paying respects to the culture, paying respects to the elements, graffiti writing, paying respects to all the women in hip hop that don't always get the shine. There's just so much love about this album, and it's really, it's held me down this entire week, man. I finally got to the Conway. Conway's fire. We're gonna talk about that later, but this Nas and DJ Premier Light Years, mwah, chef's kiss, beautiful.
Shout out Esco. Shout out Sin for. I think we give Sin grief for a lot of times with this project, but I think him more than anyone else has probably wanted this project. You know what I mean? So to finally have it, and play it, and he got what he wanted. Yeah. We can fight about it as much as we want. He ain't changing his mind. He got what he wanted.
That's what it's about, though.
He needs a balance. What's getting regular rotation right now?
A lot of East, man. A lot of Dave East. It's crazy.
Working a warehouse.
He dropped a new project, or it's the same joint that
he actually dropped a couple projects, but it started from last year with the shit with A-Rap Music. That's Living Proof.
Oh, you mean just generally? You just spin it? Okay.
But the Karma 4 came out when I came back from Atlanta.
I remember that.
That was the end of October. And that joint with the Stove was Carrying Me Through, and there was a couple of other joints on there like Demon. There's a lot of good joints on there. And then it made me go back. And I went back to the Final Dining shit with Young Chris. There was good joints on there. And then I went back again and started listening to The Beloved with Styles P. So I just been listening to a lot of East, bro.
East binge, basically.
Yo, and it's like, it didn't even start off as that. But like, my man came a long way, bro. Like, I used to tell people, like, he got it. He just got to find a way to just like make it happen. I think he's found a way. Like, yeah, bro. Like he's solid now. You get what I'm saying? Tapes, flows, bars. Like there's a lot of goodness in terms of rapping to my man Dave East. Man, I know you don't get the props that a lot of other people get out there, but listen to the project Karma 4. Tap in and just listen to yourself, man. Listen for yourself and listen to Living Proof, A-Rap Music. I've been trying to get you to listen to that for a minute. That album to me is fire. It's a real New York album, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Masito, talk to me.
If y'all know me, I know I'm usually listening to something super old and something super new to offset each other. So album wise, I actually respect the Sin. I've been called an unculturalist swine for long enough. So I wanted to get my Primo on. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay. But I was this is not necessarily a Primo produced album, but Warriors by MOP I've been really spinning a lot. It's mostly DR period producing on there, but he was really, getting a lot of coaching from Primo on those beats on there. You know what I mean? I think Cold as Ice had come up in my my shuffle the other day, and I was like,
Classic.
nah, I gotta
MOP
spin this whole
becoming
joint.
like dangerously unappreciated as time goes along.
Yeah.
Just to jump in real quick.
They don't get any mentions in classic New York groups.
Just
But
before you do that, Mase, can I just give them a quick shout out because they pulled up to the Havoc and Raekwon show and they tore the stage down. They did
Every time, bro.
Yo, just want to give them that shout out. Shout
Right,
out to MOP
right.
Big
War-
Brooklyn.
and
Yeah,
Annie Up, I believe they performed, right?
They did.
The classic single over Warriors, but Operation Lockdown, Welcome to Brownsville, Cold as Ice,
Talking.
Annie Up. That album is a very underrated album. So that's been the classic shit I've been listening to.
Oh, and every day.
Right,
Every
right.
It was a Primo
Classic.
Primo again.
Excellent album. So I've been spending that this week for
Product
sure.
G&B, y'all remember them?
Yeah. This the Maria niggas.
Damn. God, Maria.
Shit.
And also I've been giving Pooh Shiesty, you know, that first day out freestyle, lighting up the street. I know it's fuck the streets. We spoke a little bit about that in Monday's live. But that first day out freestyle, it might be the best ever. You know, Kodak got a classic one. Gucci got a classic one. Most people's favorite is T Grizzlies, which is crazy. You know what I mean? That kind of damn near put him on the map. But
What's T Grizzly doing right now, Mase?
he's like, you know, the GTA RPs.
Yeah.
He's like, he gets like millions off of that a year. He like runs multiple servers and stuff like that.
You deadass?
Hold on, can we stop there for I hate to do this. I'm sorry. Maybe this is bad podcasting. But how does that even work? What, is there modders who are turning GTA into, because I've seen shit where it looks like real life Chicago. So it's like,
Right. So there's multiple ones, right? GTA RP is basically different GTA modded servers that you go in there and it's not the mind. You know, GTA 1 is mindless people just blowing each other up, right? So the GTA RP is GTA roleplay. So you go there and you're a cop. You go there, you're an EMS guy. You go there, you work construction. Like the people who play a role, like the specific roles. So they got different ones. They got the Chicago one. They got the New York modern one.
I saw that one where it's like they really be like spinning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
That shit
have
Max B
actual
said.
gangs and all
Yeah,
that.
no fun. That ass.
Yeah, so they got those ones. They got like a mobster 70s New York style one.
Get out of here.
It's like a whole world. Sometimes they be make movies out of them shit.
Nigga Max B said
And,
he's
and
playing
T
this shit.
Grizzly's
and
like
niggas
one
try
of
to
the
jump him.
biggest names in that shit.
Hold on. So like the computer controlled characters. What do they call them? The
NPCs.
NPCs, right? Non-playable characters. So you're basically like an NPC
Living your life
living your life
in GTA.
in GT.
Like
yeah.
the Sims?
Yeah, bro.
Sims type
Yeah,
shit?
you just get a regular job, bro.
Sidebar.
Facts.
Remember when your mom used to tell you, like, you're never gonna make no money playing these games? Like, look at the world now, bro. What the fuck?
And T Grizzly has essentially quit rap because he's getting enough money off of that.
What?
You know what I mean?
Streaming, video
So-
game streaming is killing, bro.
Can you
He's
believe
making
that?
money off. He created the server, or he's just a character in the server?
He created he didn't technically create this.
Right,
he had
right.
somebody create it for him.
Okay.
But it's his server.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They throw people in jail for weeks in there. Like it's like a thing. Like
So it's like
they
a
got gang wars
subculture.
in there.
It's like a subculture, the streaming culture that's
Blowing
been
my
popping.
mind.
Yeah, that's
I gotta ask my
a big
son
part
about
of it.
this.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Max B
You know-
said he was playing this shit. He was doing a mission and 6 niggas try to rob him out of
I
nowhere.
saw that.
Yeah.
Like, this
Can I
is
tell
where
y'all
we at.
something, bro? I be really salty sometimes. Because I remember, like, to me, if you in the mid 80s, like myself, Deanie, and Macito's late 80s, we basically grew with video games. Like, Sincere kind of predates it. He's Atari. You know what I mean? ColecoVision. That was, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But like,
I didn't think you would hit
Think
it
you did?
so on the nose. I thought you might have said Nintendo
Nah.
90.
Entertainment System, the first Nintendo.
It's like 89, 90.
Yo, he really pegged me. Pause. He really pegged me.
yo, what the fuck?
Nah, but
I did not do. No, I did not. No, I did not. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
nah, he really exposed me as a Atari OG.
Yo.
That's crazy.
And it was like, if I knew that video games would be this, I would have never stopped playing. I stopped. Oh shit! I stopped playing
That's T
video.
Grizzly's joint right there.
What a time.
Oh,
GTA 5 in LA. I know San Andreas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Los Santos, pardon me. And it's like, I stopped playing like series, like full-time gaming after GTA 4. That was when I still had my Maddens and the 2Ks and the whatever. Now I'm only playing if there's a new GTA that drops, whenever 6 drops, I'll turn on my P5.
For sure.
I've had a P5 for how long? I've played it maybe 4 times. It's in my living room. It looks at me. I look at it. I bought Street Fighter for it. I bought Mortal Kombat 1. I played them once each one time. I bought Red Dead Redemption for my P3. I played it one time. I don't play video games. But had I known that this would be the world and you get paid to play video games, I would have never stopped. That shit makes me mad, man.
We listen. We really should have that GTA 4. We could have created our own RP. Like me and Job still talk about Nico Bellic and Roman Bellic to this day, bro.
Come on, son. And that was really New York. Like they did New York justice in that game, bro. But you were saying you listening to Shiesty.
Shiesty first day out freestyle. I think it's actually it's threatening to make a top 30 Billboard run.
I mean,
even higher if not on
he had to
Christmas.
Go sit now.
He was.
You know, it's like 15 Christmas entries in there, so it'd be even higher if not that. But that go check that out if you haven't. That's really lighting the unpopular streets up.
Well, I won't talk too long because we're gonna talk about it later. I'm listening to Conway's album. You know what I mean? You can't kill God with bullets. I'm not wasting anybody's time. I'm listening to that. When I'm not listening to that, I'll take a little mini breaks and I'm rocking out to, of course, Goat Stamp, because it's hard. I don't care what y'all say, that song is fire. You know what I mean? The other day I just randomly played Keep It Thorough because I just needed to hear Prodigy for a second.
Yes, sir.
And I got my little search list right here. So let me put on Keep It Thorough real quick. And it was like, you know what? I be meaning to just tweet and always forget. To me, that first verse of Keep It Thorough is like, it needs to be like in a museum somewhere. The very first verse of Keep It Thorough needs to be studied by all rappers.
Opening bar.
Ribs.
Greatest opening bar ever. I listened to March Madness the other day. Listen, of course, blah, blah, blah. Because every time I listen to Goat Stamp, I got to go back to Rich Homie.
Right.
And I fell down on Rich Homie. You know what I mean? Because Rich Homie, I used to rock around 2013. Rich Homie got a lot of spins in my car. You know what I mean? Call, say what you want. I like certain Southern artists. Like Coach swears that I hate the South. I hate the narratives around the South. But there's plenty of Southern rappers that I love. You know what I mean? I listen to Evolve by Future again, because once I listened to March Madness, I had to go to Evolve for a quick second, DS2 for a quick second. But day to day, to use the Grand Theft reference to bring the segment home, you know how you get in your car and the music turns on with the last station that you was playing in GTA? It's the Conway album. Anytime I get in the car, the Conway album is on. He did his thing. We're going to break it down in a couple of segments from now. Make sure y'all lock in.
For sure.
Yes. And of course, hit the like button, hit the subscribe option, hit the notification bell, lock in on all things Rap Roundtable. And as Sin always says, tell a friend and tell a friend. Stop being stingy. Stop gatekeeping this shit because you think we're going to go Hollywood. We never going to Hollywood. You know what I mean? So pass the shit along.
You might. I don't know. I might.
Sin is going to go Hollywood.
So much dough, I can't
We're
say
going to
I
have to
won't
say
change.
shit from himself. You know what I mean?
Salute.
But you know, we got the vinyl here. Light Years, Nas DJ Premier. You know what I mean? Great conversations have been had. Great arguments have been had. We've been told off in the comments. We've been agreed with in the comments. There's been a lot of energy surrounding this album. That's all we want, energy. We don't want the album to come and go. We want it to linger in a way that creates conversation and energy that we can talk about for 5, 6, 1 year. You know what I mean?
I'm going to say this. I did not expect this album to be this polarizing. Like, usually polarizing albums are usually like newer artists. You know, Still Got Cooks has been polarizing for weeks with Goat Stamp. You know, but I don't know, the fact that this album is so polarizing is surprising. One, because they're legacy artists. Like, I can't believe that.
Well, don't say that, because heaven forbid you say legacy artists and this album is a gift. Niggas get offended. That, you know what I mean?
No, I'm not. Look, fuck
mad.
No, because like that's not a bad term at all. That's not a negative connotation. You know, when you get to a point, they'll tell you themselves. They were on that Joe Budden podcast talking about like we don't really need to be doing any of this. You know, Nas is out here with his cryptocurrency, his casinos, the hip hop museum that he's working on. He was talking about a whole bunch of stuff that he's into. You know what I mean? You don't need to be doing this. Even Joe Budden was like, yo, how do you even find the time to like Record this.
And that's the point when I was saying this album is a gift. These guys are made. Yeah, they might have contractual obligations, but these are made men.
No question.
They don't owe us anything.
Mhm.
Even if there is a level of consumerism and we have to buy, in this case, let's say about the vinyl, we go to our DSPs, we spin it. They don't have to make this album. It's not. They didn't promise this shit to us. Well, they kind of did once they announced it. But prior to the announcement,
Yeah.
they didn't have to do this.
And look, let's be real. Even after they announced it, they still didn't have to do it. Shout out to
This
Dr.
is
Dre.
true.
That part,
This is
detox,
true.
nigga. You know what I mean? So it's like when people get offended by that, it's like, yo, listen, man. Y'all gotta understand. Like, I'm looking at these guys as legends who have they've checked every box you need to check as far as being hip hop and rap, because it's not the same thing. People gotta stop conflating the two. Rap is not hip hop and vice versa. So if they give us this album, I look at it as a gift because at this point late in life, it's not ageism because people get so touchy about age. At this late in life, they've already had Hall of Fame careers. This is like whatever. Like they at this point, it's not a job to neither one of these guys. This is a passion project. They don't have to do it.
Yeah.
The end. If Nas would have woke up the day before Light Years dropped and said, "We scrapping the album, I'm not putting it out," his career made, nigga.
Yeah.
You gotta understand that. If you don't understand that aspect, I can't help you.
It might have been a minor.
Small, small little
That's
escalation.
right. But when you pull up the fucking stats,
Yeah.
you go to his rap reference. They gotta do that for that. You know, I got basketball
Yeah.
reference. We need a rap reference.
that's
You pull up his
fact.
rap reference. He's a Hall of Famer.
No question.
First ballot.
These are two Hall of Famers. First ballot, getting together to just do it for the love of the game. There's no industry pressure. There's no big budget. There's no Steve Styles saying they got to be this way or that way. They did it their way. They call their own shots. This is a love letter to the people, right?
Nobody's running up in the offices with bottles.
Right,
This time.
right. There's no guy who can't close his mouth with 2 security guards beating niggas up. You know what I mean? If y'all don't get that, I can't help you. But now that the album is out, Light Years is out. Again, we've talked about it ad nauseum.
Yep.
Now we look ahead. Who is the next producer that Nas fans would love to see him do a producer-rapper collaboration album? So we're gonna go across the table, chat. Don't hesitate. You got your Primo album now. We've got the Hit Boy run. Those guys, throw them out the equation. Who are the producers that you would like to see Nas work with? Put it in the chat. City Raps now. We gotta come to you first.
Let's get it.
I'm leading off again?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I mean,
We gotta hear from you. Come on.
now that you've
Talk,
gotten your
son.
Primo album out the way, who would you like to hear Nas collaborate with? 10, 15 tracks, one producer, one rapper.
That's a good question. A few producers come to mind. The first one that comes to mind is Alchemist,
Okay.
right?
Well, pick
Alchemist is-
one. You're not gonna spam it. Maybe you're supposed to pick one.
All right, no.
Pick one.
I got you.
Don't step on the guys.
You're right. All right, I'm gonna just fast forward my thoughts.
I'm gonna name 10 niggas, bro.
This nigga's gonna pick everybody and then leave nothing for the guys.
No. I was gonna
My
say
first
who
pick.
came to mind.
All right.
You know what I
30
mean?
niggas.
So it's not Alchemist.
Or spin.
It's not gonna be Alchemist.
All right. So good.
So spin back with your other names after we all complete.
Bet. Copy. My pick ultimately is gonna be Pete Rock.
Oh.
And I say Pete Rock for a few reasons. One, I think out of all the producers that came to mind, even though Alchemist has had a hell of a run, Alchemist's recent sound, I don't think meshes well with where Nas is. Where Alchemist is at and where Nas is at sonically, I don't think they'll
That's a take.
Interesting.
mesh that well.
Wow, bro.
I think Pete Rock, with what he did last year with Common and Auditorium Volume 1, I think he can craft some production that would fit Nas really, really well in his adult contemporary rap bag, you know, in his nostalgic bag, in his even his cryptocurrency Scarface bag. What I'm hearing from Nas on this album with DJ Premier, I think sonically Pete Rock would be the next in line to really, create production that would fit him well in not just his flows and his pockets, but what he, thematically what he wants to talk about. And Pete Rock and Nas have had, let me see, The World Is Yours. Then there was a long gap. Pause of Apple.
Didn't they have some kind of history where they kind of fell out for us?
And then there's a little
tumultuous.
Yeah, there's a little static.
Some tumult.
There's a little static between the two of them, and that's another reason. Like I as a fan of both of them, I hope they can. I wish they can get past that and just start working together again. But the last couple tracks that I heard from Nas and Pete Rock together were on the Lost Tapes 2, which admittedly, as a project as a whole, was not that great. But I think Pete Rock had two of the highlights there. One of them was, I think it was called Art of War, if I'm not mistaken. And the other one was called Queensbridge Politics. And to this day, people will still bring up Queensbridge Politics with Nas talking about Prodigy, who he also had at one point a little bit of static with, and he addressed it on.
I was just saying he not even from
He was
Queens.
talking crazy on that.
He was. Look, that's another of Nas where he was just wilding out. But yeah, no, on that track, Queensbridge Politics, like he's talking about, Prodigy. I wish, they could have reconciled things before he passed and stuff like that. And Pete Rock produced that, and that he brought that song out of him and those feelings out of him to put on a song. So I think they would, really work well together in terms of putting out something special. So yeah, that's my pick. Pete Rock.
He threw something on Instagram where Pete Rock was kind of shooting his shot. No,
I don't know about shooting a shot. He just, he gave props to the homies. He said he liked some of the joints on there. That's pretty much it.
Couple of joints.
Yeah, he hit him with the Denny.
A Deanism.
But if I'm being honest, I'm taking that as I could do better.
It's competition.
Yeah.
You need a balance. Who's your pick? Who would you want to hear from? Nas produce a collaboration album.
The man just happens to be in the room with us.
Oh, wow.
On Sincere shirt.
Oh, Gatsby.
Oh, Gatsby.
That was the Carmelo Anthony pump fake.
Gatsby crazy.
You're still my favorite producer.
Wow.
But
Dude, it's crazy.
I mean,
I thought he was talking about Sid.
Me too. I swore.
Sid will be my number 2.
Oh no, I gotta drop the
What's that? But in terms of like, I think you said this shit one time. Hey. I've said
turn up fake is that? We not gonna just move on.
I was there when he purchased the shirt. It's a whole thing.
That's crazy.
Oh my
It's a whole thing. We were at the show
He
together.
said he's in the room with us.
He's in the room. He's in the room. Nas and Primo's in the room. You feel me? All right. Let me get back to my shit.
Oh man.
Shout out to Sincere. Yo, Lineage is what I would mention as the entire thing. You said it one time a long time ago.
Gotta put my drink.
The landscape and soundscape of New York is Queensbridge.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Mobb Deep, Nas, the whole sound, and you just think of like, I'm gonna give Havoc his props as a rapper too. Not gonna take away the props as a rapper, but let's focus strictly on production. You heard what they just did on the album too. You know what I'm saying? Poor Henny. Beautiful. These are almost timeless sounding records. You know what I'm saying? Down For You. I can listen to Down For You 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I can listen to it 20 years. It's that type of record. You get what I'm saying? So, and you look at all the passion, setup, eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mine. You get what I'm saying?
Can I
It's just
throw a grenade in this conversation real quick?
Word.
People been wanting the Primo and Nas album. Should they have actually wanted the Nas to have the album this whole time?
Havoc is still in shape. We didn't have the same
single.
We didn't have the same trepidation and arguments about the Mobb Deep album that we had about this album.
Look,
You know, like
Has the right answer
You
been
don't-
Havoc
you don't
the
want-
entire time?
you don't.
Havoc is still sharp.
I don't want to get into this conversation.
Yo,
'cause-
Cook,
no,
this is what we do
because
here.
I'm gonna get booed. I know I'm gonna get booed.
Do
fam, do it, bro. That's
Let
what
me
we
get the
do
drop
here.
ready. Let
Let's
me
say
get the
that.
drop ready.
We dropped the gauntlet, man.
Are you gonna say Havoc is overrated, bro? Because I'll leave.
Don't
this
do
to you
that.
right now.
Don't do that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just gonna say Alchemist has been out havocing Havoc for a very long time.
All right,
And when you
all
listen,
right.
and when you listen to the Mobb Deep album,
But say what you want.
Yeah.
But the timeless joints have gotten a chamber though.
Shit.
The timeless joints he's got in the chamber, and the fact,
no, of course,
and the fact he's still able to
of
sub.
course.
Don't get me wrong.
But look, if I'm being completely honest,
Yeah.
I'm not listening to the Mobb Deep album saying this is still the same Havoc that we. I still
Okay.
enjoyed it. And see,
Okay.
this is
Who's in better
no,
shape right
no,
now?
Hold on.
Him or Primo?
No, I'm
Havoc?
about
Yeah.
to cook. I'm
He's
about to cook
60,
now.
bro.
I'm about to cook.
He's
now.
60.
Let's get
Because
it.
this is
Let's
the
get
shit that got me tight because people went and listened to the Mobb Deep
Yo.
album and they loved the Havoc production. I'm
Yes.
listening to and I enjoyed it too, but I'm listening and I'm like, this is not the same Havoc we had in '95.
Brother.
But when DJ Premier is not the same Primo that was in '95, oh my God, he's
Hey, man.
cooked.
Brother.
He's
man.
he's
Brother.
lost it all.
Sin,
Like
sin.
hanging
Yo,
out.
Because
Get a hold of
Havoc's beats were better.
They were, bro.
They were even more in the cut.
It's either the high pitched voice or the low voice that we just got, bro.
I've been there.
No, they were.
As you were, Dini. So you say Havoc. and Nas.
Havoc and Nas, man. Full circle. Just the same way there's history with Preem and Nas. There's a lot of history between Nas and Hav, and I feel like just them in a room, the conversations they'll have, the spirit of P will be in there, and I just think beautiful things will happen.
I didn't like the spirit of P. You know what I mean?
Spirit of Prodigy.
That bothered me. That bothered me.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Half a flag.
This is twin.
Come on, man.
Okay.
It's a flag. It's not a technical,
respect
but
it.
it's a flag. You know what I mean?
I
No
respect
15
it.
yard of sports.
All right,
be a
P.
You know what I mean?
Bandana
So
P.
we got so far. We got Pete Rock, Havoc,
Yeah.
Recito. Who would you like to see Nas work with next?
Well, I've spoken about this producer a lot. I probably would call him my favorite modern producer. You know, when I say that, I mean the beats they doing now rather than the beats they've done in the past. I'm gonna go with Harry Fraud.
Oh, left field.
Salute to the guys.
But I see it.
Salute to the guys. You know, obviously Pete and Hav are legendary, but I think that both of them best days are past them. I also believe that the best Nas work recently has come from somebody who, like Harry Fraud, is a modern producer, a versatile producer, a producer that could give him the energy that's not necessarily from his era. Somebody that could bring something that he's not used to.
What's wrong with his era?
Mm.
What's wrong with that era?
It was
I
a
don't
long.
understand.
It was a long time ago.
you mean bamboo shoe sticks?
That's basically the problem. But
Basically the problem.
but
Shouts to Atari and Coleco.
Yo, I'm sorry, bro.
Could have
classic.
given me Sega Master System.
I'm not gonna lie to the public.
Sheesh.
You know what I mean?
It's a classic game. You know what I mean?
You
It's
should
a
be glad
classic
you didn't say a
game.
deck of cards, bro.
The original Nintendo with Mario and Duck Hunt in the packaging.
What was the system that had the
Throwback.
fucking the tennis game, the shit where you just
Pong.
That was Atari.
Pong, yes,
Pong.
you know what I mean? Come on.
But I will say this about Nas in more recent, you know, obviously Nas had the all-star producers on Illmatic. He created that, right? Trackmaster super producers. But in more recent years, the more anticipated albums, which is obviously the Primo album, the Kanye album, have kind of under-delivered. So I don't want to put so much behind, hey, Nas and this super producer that you've known him for 20, 30 years get together. I want to kind of hit him from left field. You know what I mean? Something that people wouldn't expect. And Harry Fraud, what do we want? He got the swing right, shot caller, strictly for my Jeeps. You know what I mean? But he works with the over underground cats. He got joints with Smoke Dizza. He got joints with Larry June. He got joints with all of the guys now. Benny, he got joints with. You know what I'm saying? So
Turning off a couple album, 3 cuts. with
come
Dana.
on. So in my opinion, that would actually, you know, away from, you know, the show of it all, it might not feel like an event, but I think the best music, I'm going Harry Fraud, bro. That's what I'm going with. I think we got a classic in the top.
Wow.
If
Harry
those two
Fraud.
get together.
Harry
Nas,
Fraud.
that's different.
Shout out to Harry Fraud, man.
Just real quick, for everybody that's doing out there listening, at Biff_O'Malley.
What's wrong with
That's
Harry
big.
Fraud?
That's big.
That's the at. That's
After Job,
about it.
I gotta hear his follow-ups after
20
Job.
second timeout. Harry Fraud is trash?
I'm not saying he's trash.
But he got a shit ton of niggas he would have before
In
Harry Fraud.
2018,
He's highly mediocre. Is what
No, he's
no
Yeah.
way.
You know,
Come on,
ironically,
Harry Fraud
to
got some heat.
Deanie's point about the sound of New York, to me, Harry Fraud be capturing New York right now better than a lot of producers.
Come
right
on.
now.
Right now.
or 10 years ago.
Right now.
No, not right now.
Come on.
It's not happening right now.
I'm going with Fraud, bro.
It's not happening. It hasn't happened in a while.
I
The
feel
joint
like
with
honest,
Chinks all
it
them
was-
years ago, that was Harry
All
Fraud.
them years ago.
But I'm
Say
saying-
it again.
What I'm saying
that's
is,
what he's trying to
there's
say.
totems
Yeah.
at each point
Right.
where he sounds like New York.
and for
It was
me,
the soundscape of the
I
city.
feel like people in 2017, if people said, yo, we're going to get 6 Hit Boy Nas albums before we get Primo albums, that's the reaction people would have had. Hit Boy,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
true.
In fact, remember when KD1 dropped, niggas was like, Hit
Hit
Boy.
Boy, like,
type of
They
way.
wasn't
talking
sold
about?
yet.
Yeah.
So
That
to
You
me,
wasn't sold
That
yet.
Right.
wasn't me.
They wasn't
That
jacking
wasn't
it.
you?
That wasn't me.
I said.
That
So
wasn't me.
I feel like we would
Pull up-
catch
pull
them
up
out of
my
I
nowhere.
was about to say we can check the camera.
Check the cameras.
I'm gonna check the camera.
Hit the oldest on the,
Yo,
you know.
that's a security shit.
Check the ring cam. Check the ring cam.
All right,
Shouts
so
to
Shout out to Nas, right?
I got my pick. So, you know, considering the life bag that Nas is in right now, cryptocurrency, casinos, whether it ain't like he's putting his own brand up, but he's affiliated with these deals, right? Putting off for hip hop, taking care of the elderly in hip hop who need that. I don't want to say insurance, but that umbrella to take care of them because maybe money got a little weird. You know, Nas has become like Neo in the Matrix when it comes to hip hop. He's like the one. He's the guy. You got your Jay-Z's who's rich, but he's somewhere else. But as far as feet on the ground, hip hop 50, so on and so forth, taking care of the culture, preserving the culture.
Yeah, there you go.
Even with light years, even if I don't like some of the sonics, the concept of it was the roots, the genesis of hip hop. That is Nas. He's decided to be the physical embodiment of hip hop, but he's also truly a boss in a lot of ways. Like, he's not poor. He's not hurting for bread. In fact, he's very rich. I've been having Nas fans be trying to act like he's not, but he's sitting right at the same table Hope's sitting at now. If you ask me, we don't know exactly what his net worth is, but I'm pretty sure he's doing really okay.
He's up.
Okay?
For sure.
Master Pill has signed one of our favorite artists, Rome Streets.
Salute.
We rubbing shoulders with the, little, you know what I mean? The A&R of the Light Years album was having nice little bills with him. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna
Salute to
spill what
them.
we talked about, but he was there. We had a conversation. Nas is doing really well. Ironically, I don't think that, a Nicholas Craven works with Nas. I don't think a Darren works with Nas. As much as you think it might make sense, we kind of saw with Kanye that aesthetic don't necessarily work. I don't think Conductor works well with Nas. So we're going to eliminate those guys. You said, Pete Rock, you stole my pick, throw him out. Havoc, backup pick, throw him out. Harry Fraud is a curveball. So you know what? I'm going to join Macito. I'm going to throw a slider. I'm not even going to throw the curveball. I'm going to throw the slider. I think the perfect production to match where Nas is right now, swing, samples, soundscapes, if you will, the Justice League.
Oh wow.
Nas and the Justice League would make an 8-mic album.
That
in
used
my
to be.
opinion.
They used to be the event producers for that moment.
But think about it, they have not lost a step. Anytime you hear a Justice League beat, it's a depth of quality that you might not get from other producers. Some producers are giving you good chops. Well, like these guys are like, it's layered sounds.
Yeah.
It's be like 5, 6, 7 layers with they shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They probably from the Kanye tree. Maybe they were inspired by it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just speaking my opinion. But I think that the Justice League, where they are right now, where Nas is right now, would make something that even the coffee house would appreciate. You know what I mean? So my selection would be just like not even a full body. Give me 8 tracks. Justice League and Nas. And I think that niggas' socks would fly right the fuck off. In fact, they will forget about the Primo album after this Justice League. Because I think that Justice League or what they do well fits where Nas is and what he does well together in a way that it'll be a 40-point performance, track over track over track over track.
Yeah, Ross sounded godly.
Now imagine a nigga that clears Ross.
Yeah.
Even right now.
Right.
Give me the Justice League. That's my selection. Chat, we're gonna read the comments. We'll see what y'all picked. But we got Pete Rock, Havoc, Harry. I like that pick. Harry Fraud, Justice League. To say you said you had a few honorable mentions.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I did. I mean, obviously, The Alchemist comes to mind. If Alchemist can make it back to his more drum heavy, more hi-hat using era, because he don't even really use it. That I don't know. My brain is shooting off now. Because I was having this conversation about like how DJ Premier has apparently just stopped using hi-hats on a lot of these beats. Alchemist has also stopped using hi-hats on a lot of these beats. What's going on with the hi-hats out there? Why y'all don't like using hi-hats anymore? Please let me know. Please and thank you. But yeah, no, if
make
Alchemist,
hi-hats great again?
it makes hi-hats great again. 100%. Yeah. But if Alchemist can make it back to like that era of his classic Alchemist tag with the stutter to Alchemist, heavier drums, hi-hats, more hi-hats on the hi-hats.
Not feeling what he did on the Freddie Gibbs. You don't think that would translate?
And turn up the BPM a little bit. Alchemist is, and again, these are not complaints on Alchemist himself, but he's sitting in that like 70 to 80 BPM range. Sometimes he'll even go slower than that. If he could bring it up to like that 80 to 90 BPM range, I think Nas in that era or that version of Alchemist would be amazing. But it's about Alchemist, turning back the clock to that era of his production. I also think Havoc definitely came to mind for sure. And possibly Q-Tip. He worked recently with LL Cool J.
A lot of history there.
And yeah, there's a lot of history there as well. So, maybe Q-Tip. If I'm wishful thinking, I don't know if they've really worked together. There's like an unreleased joint, and then there's a joint that Jay Dilla was involved with. But Madlib.
Here we go.
I think Nas and Madlib.
That was my number 2.
Madlib could possibly bring some completely different out of this.
Madlib got some heat, man.
I'm surprised nobody chose. I think Madlib is probably right around the corner from Premier as far as like what Sin would really like from the Nas album. Am I off base of saying that?
And especially for like a fully produced,
not literally on the same street, but around the corner.
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. Again, going back to this album, the thing I loved is that like they're clearly both in the same place, nostalgic, historic soundscape. I listen. People complain about the production. If you listen to the production by itself, nothing to write home about, nothing to get super excited. But I also listen to some of the Nas acapellas. You just listen to the acapellas, it's cool. But and I made this point earlier, or in a different episode. The combination of the two, right? The way that they come together, the way one pocket fits the other, that's what's special to me. With Madlib, I feel like that's a bit of a curveball for Nas. I don't know. Nas would probably need some time to get accustomed or acclimated with the Madlib.
So are you saying that Madlib is more like along the lines of what I was saying with like the Cravens and Conductors and Damages? It should make sense, but it kind of doesn't.
I just think I just think based on what I'm hearing on this album and what where I feel like Nas is, it would require a little bit of a learning curve to get
as a
to
producer,
where Madlib is sonically in pocket.
As a producer, you don't think Madlib could kind of work around like the way Nas is kind of like delivering what he's delivering now? You don't think as a producer, especially with so much lineage of Nas, he could kind of work around it?
He could craft some stuff for Nas, right? But like, I think they would need to be. I would hope that they would be together in the studio, talking things through.
I would like Primo and Nas most likely did.
Yeah.
Copy.
Walter put up Large Professor.
Super Bowl.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't remember the last time I heard a Large Professor beat.
Yeah, I mean, we can be respectful to Large Pro. He's probably not even active.
He's not. Yeah.
What about Dame Grease? He's getting back in Max B's home now, so we probably expect to hear more Dame Grease sounds.
I'm gonna be honest. I was never a fan. Dame Grease is the one that fucked Nostradamus up, man.
Damn.
For all the shit he did for X?
Damn.
I mean, for X, sure, but like Dame Grease and Nas is never.
MXB.
That shit was never the right combination.
Okay. Who they are as artists does matter in making the combination.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
not saying that Dame Grease is trash, but you gotta think about how
Classics.
it works.
Shout out to Dame.
With Nas. All right. Let's move on. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe option, hit the notification bell. I'm
Good
pretty
picks,
sure the
fellas.
chat was going crazy with this conversation because everyone has their picks. Everyone loves Nas in a different way, and they might have producers they want to hear Nas work with. I look, you know what I mean? I know that chat active. Again, subscribe if you haven't. Okay. We need 30,000 of those. We want to celebrate. We like round numbers. You know what I mean? We at 23.5 right now on our way to 23.6. Hit the subscribe option. Stop being stingy. Huh? I mean,
help a brother out.
Cassidy was on a platform whose name I can't remember. The question that was asked to Cassidy was, what's more important, delivery or the bars? So I watched that video and I was like, that's an interesting question because we all have varying tastes here at the Rap Roundtable, and we've had hours of conversations with artists over the 6 years of this podcast. So I was like, I'm gonna ask my guys because while some people other areas of the space get into the gossip vibes, we want to continue to focus on the music. If we wanted to be a gossip pod, we have 100,000 subs and be whatever. But because we've chosen to focus on the artistry, we're a niche pod, and I'm okay with that because again, we connect to the artists because of our niche, and we get to go to these events and build and have real relationships. And the artists get to talk back to us in this segment because of said niche. I'm talking my shit a little bit. I am
super authentic.
I am, but it's like the authenticity of this podcast based on our niche is why we do what we do. So when I saw Cassidy talking about bars of delivery, I was like, this is a great question for me. Because we've kind of talked about our tastes as fans over the years, but we've never had that conversation. And for the record, Cassidy, of course, chose bars over delivery. So, Masito, we're going to have you bat lead off with this one. Bars or delivery? What do you think? There's no right answer here. Or maybe there is. But what is your opinion? Bars or delivery?
Of course, Cassidy would pick bars, right?
Of course.
It's his name.
Not that that's an issue, right? Right. Barry. Nice name. That's the fact. But surprisingly,
didn't he have an album called Bars?
That's his initials.
That's his initials, right? Barry Adrian Reese.
Yeah.
It's a trick question, honestly, because if you answer, people are gonna think you don't find the other one.
Yeah.
People are gonna think you don't find the other one important, right? But I'm gonna go with
I'll
delivery.
use that one in a minute.
I'm gonna go with delivery. I'm gonna go with delivery because there are a lot of lyricists all time that I just could not follow because I didn't like their delivery. You mentioned Dave East. Dave East is a great lyricist. I've never been able to voice delivery. It's never been my thing. All-time lyricist Joe Budden. I never was able to accept his delivery within the bars. Listen, the delivery is actually what you hear first. You know what I'm saying? That's what captures you, what grabs you before you can even like digest the bars, before you can even, you know what I mean, get on Rap Genius and figure out if you don't like the way the guy is saying it, no, you're not gonna like it. So yeah, for me, delivery, when I think about my all-time greats or my all-time favorites, the delivery is as lethal as the bars. Biggie Smalls' delivery is impeccable. As soon as you heard him come onto a track, Jadakiss, Tupac, like artists who have a meaningful delivery.
There was an argument for a while that Pac's delivery superseded his lyrics.
Right.
That was a conversation point in the early 2000s.
Absolutely. People still make it to this day, to be honest, depending on who you ask. But yeah, and that doesn't mean the bars aren't important, right? But to me, within, you're listening to a song, right? You're trying to like a song. It's hard for me to get to the third verse of a great lyrical display if the motherfucker is saying it in a corny way, if he's saying it with a weak ass voice, if he's double layering his vocals and shit. Like, there's certain things, like the delivery has to be strong. Obviously, you want the bars to be strong after, because you don't want great delivery on Soulja Boy lyrics, right? But I'm just saying, the first thing that captures your imagination, or at least to me as a listener, is the delivery. So that's a very interesting question, Joe. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because yeah, the delivery might be the most important part of a rapper's repertoire, to be honest with you. Lyrics, I think flow is right in there as well. So an artist like Cassidy, that's why it's interesting that he's making the point, right? Cassidy is one of the more lyrical dudes ever. If you really listen to him, he's the type of nigga that will rhyme whole lines, right? Like, he's not rhyming the last syllable. He's rhyming the whole bar from one to the next.
Ultra syllabic.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You know what I mean? Los would love this guy. So yeah, but he's another one where his delivery is sometimes lacking. It was a little bit better before he got shot, before his car accident, before that shit happened. You know what I mean? Back in those Rough Riders days, those Full Surface days.
But he has the whole package, Paul.
Yeah.
I think he has the delivery and the lyrics.
It always reminds me of that Smack DVD freestyle he had with the burgundy shit on with the
classic, right? That's what I'm saying. Classic Cass was one of those. I think he's a little bit different now. You know what I mean? He's not quite as in shape as he used to be. But yeah, I'm going with delivery. I know it might be controversial, especially at the rap round table.
That's how you feel.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going with delivery, man.
Hey man, dude, it is what it is.
You feel me?
You need a balance. Bars or delivery.
So I'm in the same conundrum as Mase, man. I was thinking about it, and I was like, it reminded me of mac and cheese. I know, fat nigga shit. Right? Like, you got your noodles and you got your cheese sauce. Too much noodles, too much noodles and not enough cheese sauce, you're gonna get a bland ass mac. Right. As opposed to too much cheese and not enough noodles, you're gonna get a soupy ass mac. You know what I'm saying? So it just had me thinking how much both really play a tandem with each other. But the truth is, there's plenty of great rappers that are saying some amazing shit. But if you don't like the way it sounds, you really ain't gonna listen to it. And I thought, could I listen to a Barsmith rap over and over and over again if I don't like the way it sounds? Or could I listen to, a nigga that's maybe less lyrical that has the delivery on point? And I feel like at this point in my life, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I need the delivery. I gotta feel what you say now. You know what I'm saying? More than what you say. What you say is important. But if I can't feel the energy off what you say, like, you look at some of our greatest orators, like Farrakhan. It wasn't just the words, bro. It was how he gave you the words, the messages, and you know what I'm saying? The energy, the delivery. It was always, that's just so important. I didn't know you had a pocket Farrakhan impersonation. The message. But it's the sonics. It's our ears, y'all. What we hear is so important. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it might be a little easier to fix lyricism than it is to fix flow. Because it seems like the niggas who can rap 1,000 words a minute somehow just have never found a way to muster up a flow. Like, take battle rappers, for instance. Some of the greatest lyricism you've ever seen. But you listen to them on record and it just don't translate. You get what I'm saying? True. So the sonics is very important. The delivery is very important. I'm gonna go with the delivery.
You make a good point, because during the Joey Badass and Rayvon battle, who did Joey have on from home? Loaded Lux was off beat a couple of times. The bars was there. Not their bag. But he was out of pocket a couple of times on that same song.
Used to no beat. You know what I'm saying? Straight crowd.
Yeah. Sincere the rap style. Talk to me, bro.
Word, son.
interesting points. I'm gonna have to disagree with them wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly.
Sincere.
Alright.
It's gotta be the bars. First, number one, most important before anything else. Because before you even get to deliver something, you have to write them shits.
True.
You have to put together some dynamic, exciting, thought-provoking hopefully thought-provoking bars to even deliver. You know, it could be just some, braggadocio. It could be a hood story. It could be a love story. It could be, talking about, socioeconomic politics. Whatever the case is, you have to write them down in a dynamic way before you get to deliver them. Now, that is not to say that delivery is not important. Delivery is like right there. It's really right there. And like you can even make a case that they're like equally important. But if I had to pick one, it's gonna be the bars. And I'll even give you an example, because we've had this conversation here a lot. What's your favorite Nas album?
It was written.
What's your favorite Nas album?
It was written.
My favorite is Illmatic. I know yours is still. So that conversation between Illmatic and It Was Written, it exemplifies this, this debate for me, because a lot of people will look at It Was Written and they'll hear the better, more polished delivery from Nas.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Illmatic and I see the raw lyricism from Nas, right? Not to say that his delivery was not lacking at all on Illmatic. But people will look at It Was Written and say, oh, he elevated his delivery on It Was Written. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But that raw lyricism on Illmatic will take that 10 out of 10 times.
But all right, for the sake of argument, someone would say everybody can't be Nas.
It's true.
It's true. Everybody can't be Nas. But still in all, I don't know. Like if I listen to somebody with a great delivery, with hollow lyrics, I'm Drake.
You know what?
I'm gonna get sick of him.
It's funny
halfway
you
a
mentioned
compliment.
Drake, because I think Drake's delivery, because of who he is, gets forgotten about. But his delivery might be top 10.
His delivery, he has great
Shit.
delivery.
Like, I give you a prime
Shit,
example.
rap talk, his delivery is top 10.
I love West Side Gun. We wouldn't say he's the most lyrical dude, but that delivery is
Yeah.
top tier,
His
bro.
delivery hits every time.
Bro.
There's a few rappers where it's like,
And the lyricism's there enough to carry the you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even say that the lyricism is. I mean, what does he really say? He
works.
I mean, it works, but I'm just saying, like, he doesn't deviate
I
too
got
much.
a questionable pen.
Right.
My
He doesn't-
delivery's top 10.
He doesn't deviate
My
from.
sock knees glowing.
It's some combination of,
You listen to me flowing.
you know, the traps.
Then keep going.
You know, some combination of the trap, some artsy
Yo.
shit, some wrestling shit, probably some food shit in there. You know,
Sounds
some
amazing,
5-star restaurant, some Michelin star shit.
I miss my junkies.
You know what I mean? It's some combination of that, and it does hit.
Rest in peace to Claire.
You know,
Yeah.
it hits.
Salute.
You know, but here's the thing: when you get a Conway to deliver
Yeah.
something like what he just delivered, and we're gonna get into that
That delivery did too, though.
delivery
Some guys
and
are
lyrics.
special.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm picking lyrics.
Fair play.
100%.
So we got delivery, bars.
You got y'all.
It's different. I'm gonna do something I almost never do in this podcast. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever done it. Maybe I have once or twice. For the sake of wriggle room, I say I might have done it once or twice. I'm copping.
What?
I'm gonna say, yeah, all right, fine. You know what I mean? Fine. You wanna boo me? I'll find the boo drop right now. You know what I mean? I'll take my boos.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that both are equally important.
Good job.
Because you can't have one without the other. That's my argument.
Shout out to
You have some nice guys,
Al Bundy.
wild nice, and your delivery, meh, you know what I mean? Then you have some guys who are not saying anything, and the delivery, gas.
Amazing.
You look at a guy like Meek Mill as an example. I hate to do this to Meek.
Shout out to
Meek, he's not trash. He's pretty solid. But Meek's flow takes him over the
all
top.
the time, man.
Then you have some guys who are super lyrical. You might have a case in point, a Master Ace. Super dense bars. Delivery, solid. It's all right. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm saying, generally speaking, it's all right. It's a matter of taste with Master Ace. Then there's people who hit the sweet spot, like Cannabis. Great voice, great delivery, great lyricism. You have all of that, and people don't care. You know, so it varies. No, legit.
I seen it in real time, bro.
It varies. So, and be clear, this is not a shot at Cannabis. I'm talking about just how the public, not my opinion, the public, how they responded to his music. Of course, the LL thing came into play and it muddied the waters. We understand that.
We don't need that close a picture of Cannabis, bro.
Crazy. We see the whole turtle.
He had a picture that close to Conway before. I was about to say, if you don't take that down, well.
But some guys have an average delivery, or let me not say average. They have, like, on a scale of 10, their delivery is like a 7.
Yeah.
And the bars are immaculate. And you're like, I fuck with this guy. Like a Dave East, to your point. Dave East's delivery might be just okay. Like a person, I remember I said it sounds like he's holding his nose while he raps.
Nasally.
But you love Dave East.
I fuck with Dave.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but he has lyricism. I feel like there's a symbiotic relationship there where I struggle personally to separate the two. What I do know is I don't want to hear no bullshit bars with great deliveries, and I don't want to hear fire bars with trash deliveries. Me personally, I need both. If I don't have both, I can't listen to you in good faith. I will listen, but I won't love you. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it. So that's why I'm saying I'm copping out, because I can't personally separate the two. Every rapper that I love has the perfect, for me personally, combination of lyricism and delivery. Pusha T, as an example. Barred the fuck up, one of the greatest deliveries, greatest voices of all time. Schoolboy Q, same thing. Hove, same thing. Method Man, same thing. Prodigy, same thing. These are Cameron, same thing. Like they have both.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you want to learn about me as a personal rap fan, I need delivery and bars. I can't separate the two. Well, they have songs from artists who do. I talked about Rich Homie Quan earlier. Rich Homie Quan, not no lyricist, rest in peace. But his delivery was fun. We loved it. His delivery and beat selection made his music very digestible. Same thing with Future. Future's voice, his delivery, his varying deliveries.
Jeezy too.
Jeezy.
Great delivery.
Old Dirty. Dirt McGirt. What the fuck was Dirty talking about? Did we care? We didn't care.
Yo, he gave us the same verse twice in one song.
Yeah.
Son,
we
didn't give a fuck. Matter of fact, not only did we not give a fuck, we didn't blink.
Yo.
We just went with it.
You
know what I'm saying?
Give me the mic so I can take
But then we talked about MOP earlier. Both.
Yeah.
And energy, vigor, fire. You know what I'm saying?
Fire
Nas.
at you.
Both. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I'm gonna say push, because I believe you need both to be in any reputable conversations. Not to say that I disagree with y'all. This is individualistic opinions. We all have ours. So I got both. Sin said bars, y'all said delivery. But not only do you hear from the rap round table, you hear from some artists, because in my brain I was like, you know what? We got people who press play every time we drop, but they still will tell us about ourselves. And they'll say something along the lines of, well, y'all don't rap. So why do we want to know what y'all think about bars delivery? Because y'all don't rap. They'll tell us about ourselves. I mean, we know.
That's true.
So I thought about it. before we got to the studio, and I said to myself, I need to get in contact with some artists and get their opinion. So I reached out to a few, you know, and a few of them got back to me. Shout out to those guys. And we're going to get their takes. First and foremost, we're going to talk to Rap Roundtable. Matter of fact, let's be clear. Everyone here, friend of the show.
Yeah.
I am God. My guy. I say I am God.
Big Chicago.
I need your opinion on this particular question as an artist. What are your thoughts? I am God said this.
Yo, what down with it? So I am God tapping in one time for the one time.
Guys can
I
hear
am
me.
getting ahead without evolving. No mediocre Chicago. Never forgot how to rap and all that good shit right there. But check it out though. Peace to the bros at the Rap Roundtable. The homies Jarv, Deanie, Sin, Macito. I hope everything great with y'all. But look though. So the homie Jarv hit me with this little demonstration about what's more important. You know what I'm saying? Bars or the delivery. And for me, honestly, it's both. You know, a well-rounded great MC is gonna definitely come with both. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be saying something. You gotta have the bars. You gotta have the technique. You know, you gotta have the wordplay. But at the same time, that delivery matter too. Like a nigga got all the bars in the world, but if the delivery is dry or bland or just lacking passion or whatever the case may be, the bars ain't gonna connect. They ain't gonna hit right. So when you take the bars and you mix it with that delivery, that cadence, that voice, that passion, that infliction, you know what I'm saying? It make for an overall much more doper audio experience for the listener. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I try to do personally. I try to incorporate personally into my, you know what I'm saying, my art, my craft. You know, it gotta be both in whatever I'm doing. So yeah, I am God, Chicago, you know what I'm talking about? No mediocre, Chicago, never forget how to rap. I need that bars and a delivery though. Yes, sir.
Shout out, I am
Oh,
God.
what up, nigga?
Then I left Chicago, right? I was like, I gotta leave Chicago. I gotta go to VA. You know what I mean? I gotta go to VA. We got the homie G's.
Jeez.
This wasn't
Yes, sir.
planned. Out now. G's, true supporter of the Rap Roundtable.
Homie.
Watches every week. I get text messages from time to time about these podcasts from the homie G's. I say, you know what, G's, man, I need your opinion. Bars of, you know what I mean, delivery. He said this.
You. Peace to my family. Rap Roundtable, best hip hop podcast on the land. I gotta say that every chance I get.
So what's
You
up?
know what I'm saying? So the question is, what matters more, bars or delivery? I say both of them go hand in hand. Both of them go hand in hand, but what I will say, what matters to me more, as a writer, I say delivery, man, because I use this
Swindled
example
you. I seen
real
that.
quick. I know Jarv told me take my time and shit, but nigga driving and shit. But
I love G's.
so I use this example. So like, Lil Wayne and Mase. I ain't trying to beef with
My
you,
God,
dog.
that's my
I know
dog right
Wayne,
there,
your
man.
boy. You know what
Give
I'm
me the
saying?
side, too.
I ain't got no problem with Wayne. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Wayne relies on like bars. You know what I'm saying? But and Wayne got a fire delivery too. Don't get me wrong about that. But alright, so if we rely so much on bars, how are we gonna get some shit that stick to your ribs with if the bars ain't really got no weight to it, one, and if the delivery, I ain't even using Wayne as an example no more. I just use him as an example, like somebody who's like try to be like bar heavy on the mainstream level. But with delivery, you could be saying with delivery, I'll use Jeezy. Jeezy ain't bar heavy. He's never been a bar heavy rapper, but the delivery what got him. You know what I mean? That's like his shit. You know what I'm saying? So I say it. You know what I mean? But for myself, I try to have both. I try to have both And my songs, it all depends about the song too. Is it a bar heavy song, or is we trying to say some shit that's gonna land properly? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to overdo it and shit don't connect. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what the hell you waste all them bars for if it ain't gonna connect? If it ain't the right landing points and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I say they both go hand in hand for real, because you don't want to overdo it and then the listener be like, yo, this nigga had all these bars in here, but like, what the fuck does this song actually like mean? You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And with delivery, you don't want to deliver some shit and not be saying nothing. Know what I mean? So it all go hand in hand. Know what I mean? This wasn't planned out right now. Gotta plug that in. Know what I'm saying? Gotta plug that in. Know what I mean? I feel like I just did the 1-2 on that. So know what I mean? Like know what I mean? But no, that's it right there. You know, we could goddamn go on and on and on about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know,
Jesus back, we thought
you know, if you super into like lyricism and shit like that, which I am, but I feel like I like both of them too, though. You know what I'm saying? I like a good song just as much as I like a nigga saying some shit to where I'm like, oh damn, that was clever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they both go hand in hand. There's no right or wrong answer. It all depends on what the fuck is your preference. You know what I mean? I'm out though. Holla at y'all niggas. The best fucking hip hop podcast on the land. My motherfucking niggas. I be tapping in with y'all every motherfucking week, nigga. This is family right here. From Virginia to motherfucking Brooklyn, where niggas goddamn record at. Love y'all niggas. Holla.
Love, bro.
Yeah.
Talk your shit,
Jeez, it's not a lot of dudes, mainstream or underground, making the music that he making right now.
a fact.
Salute the G's,
Talent.
man.
And then, you know, he said from Virginia to Brooklyn where we record at. So, of course, we had to bring the conversation back
To the streets.
to the ground,
Yes, sir.
to the city that started it all.
Where's that?
And I was like, you know what? Who better to ask than friend of the show himself? Rome motherfucking
My
Streets.
God.
Yes, sir.
Who would be? Rome was always known, he's a rap savant,
Facts.
and he really loves the process and the art of it all.
Real shit.
So I hit Rome and said, Rome, this is random, I know. When we recording tonight, and we need to know from an artist, what's more important, bars or delivery? And Rome,
Got
no
both.
hesitation.
Got both,
When I
too.
say, not to put gas in it, he said, I got you. And within 5 minutes, boom.
Shout out to Rome, man.
All right, honestly, to me, bars and delivery are equal. But in the grand scheme of things, if you ain't got no bars, but you got dope delivery, that can get you further than having bars and no delivery. Because at the end of the day, if the bars is fire, but the delivery is trash, it's not going to sound good to the ear. You understand what I'm saying? But if you got delivery, anything can sound good. It's like buttery. You understand? Like for instance, respectfully, Nelly wasn't a great fucking lyricist bar for bar, but that nigga just had delivery. So it sounds good. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas a lot of niggas got mad bars, but their delivery is trash. It just sound like fucking word salad. So it's like delivery could be more potent than bars and get you further. But to me, bars and delivery are just as equal.
Shout out
Salute
Rome
Rome
Streets.
Streets.
Again,
Salute Rome.
I hit these guys an hour before we recorded, and they all responded right away.
Love.
Going back to what I said at the top of the episode, having that realization that while these guys are mad, hundreds, millions of subscribers, I can pick up my phone and say, yo, we're doing a segment. I need your opinion. And they all said, I got you.
Got you.
Minutes later,
Love.
response.
Salute.
All off the strength of 4 random niggas with a podcast smacking the microphone. I'm sorry, Walt. You know what I mean?
Shout out to each and
That's
every
usually
one of
me.
y'all, man. That's crazy.
Shit. I'm sorry, Mace. I'm you tonight. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I sent all these messages out and they all responded right away. They fuck with niggas. So it's like when
We
y'all
incredible
get mad
artists,
and y'all say some shit like, yo, did somebody just respond? That was probably somebody that is at the round table. Yeah, it looks like Curtis, ain't it?
Yeah.
Curtis King was one of the, he probably just got off the stream because I wanted Curtis's opinion of this shit.
Kurt, what up, gang?
man.
To me, he the perfect guy to ask the question.
Go West Coast.
But he streams damn near every day.
Yeah.
You know what I
Man
mean?
working.
I'm gonna respond to the nigga. Maybe before we end the session, he'll get back to us, and I'll spin it before we leave.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show you that we are building a platform where artists feel, because artists are very fickle.
Yes.
They feel they know it's no bullshit over here. It's no frills. All these niggas is potting, and they want my opinion back. Roam streets, Master Pills,
Crazy.
Golden Child right now,
The guy.
right away.
Can I tell you something? I would get DMs from some of my closest friends. I don't respond.
Son,
I do not. I respond on my own time.
That's dope.
I'm like,
though,
this
bro.
is not. I'm not in the space to respond to this right now. I'll hit him back in a couple.
To have all three of those good brothers respond back
That's
that
beautiful.
quick. That's love. Shout out to
Three
you.
That's
niggas
love.
that work, man.
so it's like, you know what I mean? Some niggas talk about
Salute.
views and all that. I'm like, bro, I'm more concerned with impact.
Yeah.
Our 5,000, sometimes 10, 13, 20,000 views is a lot more heavier with the people we talk about than the nigga with 100,000.
People that we
It's
talk to.
500,000. Because when you get to those views, it becomes transactional. With us, it's about the art. You know what I mean? And I'd rather that more than anything else. But let's move on. Y'all heard the takes. We reading y'all takes in the chat. I know this is a conversation piece, but we gotta move on. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe option, hit the notification button. Conway the Machine entered a very important conversation towards the end of 2025. That conversation is, who has the album of the year for rap music? You can't kill a god with bullets. Now, I've asked him to bat lead off in a segment. I've asked Masito to bat lead off. Give me the balance. It is your turn to bat lead off on episode 139 of the Rap Roundtable. What are your thoughts, man?
The art of rapping displayed on this album is fucking phenomenal, bro. The bar work, the wordplay, the quotables. There's so many, like, the punchline. It's just so much elements of, like, that hip hop that we love, just drenched all over this album. Another thing I loved is that he fed the bass. There's a lot of, like, you still get the classic Griselda-esque sound. You get what I'm saying? With the rolling pianos, the Derringer-esque conductor-esque production. But you still got a couple of joints that make you nod your head. It's got a little joint for the ladies, couple of joints to just make you, like, get into a different bag. I thought the album was fire. Gunpowder, intro, fire. Love the whole message behind it. Lightning Above the Adriatic Sea was dope. BMG, Black Man Is God, might be my favorite track on
That's
the album.
an epic song.
Oh my God. I mean,
is an
the
epic
beat,
song.
the wordplay, everything about it. Nigga had a bar that, nigga said got the lamb. I wrote it down. Hold on. Went and got the lamb wrapped. I went gyro on him. Yeah, that shit. That bar sent me, bro. Like, no funny. And Soundtrack was on that beat. Soundtrack that be wearing the Scullies, that be producing in a little joint.
Oh, okay.
That producing the room. Fire. I always watch his joints on the gram. The joint with Rock Marcy. I liked it. Shout out to Rock Marcy. Spitting, still bringing that heat. He'll let loose, bro. Hell let loose. My nigga. I was transported back to 02. I felt like we was in the This Is 50 era. You know what I'm saying? It really reminded me of, like, OG Unit. It felt like it was off the tape.
Yes.
With Yayo in the background talking crazy. The energy on it was fire.
Wait, which one did you say that was?
Hell
Yeah,
let loose.
I have the same.
Like, bro,
same
it took me to a place. And I feel like that's what music's supposed to do. It's supposed to make you feel something. You know what I'm saying? Crazy Avery. Bar work was crazy. Beat was simple, but that's what you need for that type of flow. The Paint Up, fire. Undying, the Undying, fire. New Devils with G Herbo. My son Conway got one.
Come on, man.
Conway got one, bro, for the streets.
New Devils.
New Devils.
Come on.
Otis Driftwood. Mac dumping, hitting the glass. That's dunking. Like, bro, yo, my nigga, like, some of the bars on this tape was just killing me, bro. Mahogany Walls, fire. Paris, is it Parisian or Parisian Nights? Fire. 17.5, my new hustle song, bro. My new hustles. I feel like I need to get on the block with a brick after I heard that. You get what I'm saying? I love when music make you feel like that. Attached with Kendricks and Lady London. Another You Got One moment. You need.
I don't like the fact that his name is Kendricks.
I mean,
It's a little tacky.
Yeah.
It's a little tad bit tacky. Yeah.
I mean, I'll allow it. You know,
Nah.
Kendrick is
I'm
pretty
not
much the
allowing
star of the show, but
Flag
I'll
on
allow it. You know, shout out to Lady
all
London.
due respect, Dean. I don't think it's up to you to allow.
I don't think it's up to you either, though. No,
Out of us four,
me and you are
out of us four, that's gonna have to be my word on whether I allow.
I'm mad at it, but I'll allow that too.
Nigga named himself- that's like that chick that named herself Pluto. That female
Wow.
rapper. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's kinda
Pluto's future.
Yeah.
I know. Shout out to Lady London. Showed up. She always shows up.
Whoa.
Shout out to Lady London.
Incredible.
I Never
song,
Sleep,
man.
fire. Hold Back Tears, dope beat, dope flow. Just a lot of talks of loss. You know, if you ever lost anyone in your life, some of us have lost a lot of people. You know, the streets is crazy. But like, that shit took me to that place. Organized Mess with Kendricks again. Shout out to Kendricks for being all over this album. I think he got 3 or 4 joints. And the Don't Even Feel
He's also
Real
a
joint.
producer.
Huh?
I think he's also a producer.
Also,
right?
shout out to that. And Don't Even Feel Real joint made me feel like, yo, I can hear this at a barbecue. Like, this is something I can play like outside in the function. Like, a Griselda rapper has done it, bro. We got songs we can play outside of the underground. You get what I'm saying? I think there's about 2 or 3 joints here that could like transcend the typical, you know.
Watch out, dude. When he's about to call you.
Hey
on
man,
Twitter.
yo. But we always said like Benny had the bars, West had the look and the aesthetic, but Conway was like the combination.
Combination.
Combination. He had the bars, he had the look. You know what I'm saying? It just works for him. And like lyrically, I like. This might sound crazy, but the way Pusha T channels Big, and kind of way Hove did too, is like this might be the third coming of someone I heard that makes like that revitalizes that sound for me. You get what I'm saying? Between flows, bars, no wasted bars, bro. There's no filler. I mean the lyrics are the lyrics.
Yeah.
There's no filler. Every bar is intentional. He's rapping. He's literally like beating the shit out of these beats, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Conway. He got one.
Okay. They see though. Your thoughts?
Can't disagree with anything Dean said on there. This is an incredible album, and you know it's not even my lane. And you know I go into Griselda albums expecting something, expecting a certain thing, and in my mind having to deal with that. But this album was a complete surprise, right? See, the thing about Conway is that, just like Dean said, he's of course he can provide the incredible lines, right? He can provide the super dope bars and a cypher type setting, but Conway on this album, I mean his entire career, but really in this album, he's a complete artist, right? The parallel of a man is what you witness when you listening to Conway. He's Jay-Z and Beanie C. He's Styles P and Jadakiss simultaneously on these records. He can, you know what I mean? He can be the shooter and the guy who got shot. You know what I mean? Like that. He provides a complete complete 360 of who a human being is on the record.
He was about to catch you.
They almost got me. He provides a complete 360 of what a human being can be, right? And that's one of the more, you know, endearing things about him as an artist, right? You don't feel like you're listening to a liar. You don't feel like you're listening to somebody who's trying to make themselves sound above you. He can say some super fly shit about some place you never been, or some, you know what I mean, some shade of woman that you haven't heard yet. You know what I'm saying? Like he can get like that, but at the same time, he can speak about his pain. He can speak about his issues. And the records on here provide that. Like you mentioned most of my favorites on here to be true. Like New Devils is the highlight of the project. G Herbo also dropped in my opinion, top 5 album of the year in Lil Herb. You know what I mean? I know that's not gonna be many people, and he completely demolished.
Might have the song of the year, but went legit though.
Talk about it. Definitely was the song of the summer, low key. But you know, BMG, Incredible song. Just like you say, he got with Yayo and sounded better than 50 done sounded since the original G-Unit era. I'm like, yo,
Mase.
like this, you know, the hashtag soundscapes on here provide a lot different than what I'm used to. Of course, they got them classic Griselda sounds, but there's some tracks on here that really like make you feel like, okay, I wish somebody from the Over Underground would have went this way, you know, 2, 3, 4 years ago. Of course, it's Conway to be the one to do it because Conway is very much a leader in that area. Very interesting on here. I had multiple shots at Westside. I had a lot of shots at Westside.
My little Benny Powell too.
Yeah,
Whatever's going on in Griselda, he's addressing it.
Yeah.
He's addressing it. Talks about being left for dead. Talks about how them people that left him for dead should feel now. Talks about being cheated. He could give you some barred up, you know, grimy, you know, street corner shit that you might rob a nigga to. But then he could give you the song with Lady London. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some, you know, some shit that a woman would like to hear. Like if you hear that, that's not no corny rapper dealing with a woman type of record. Very annoyed by the name Kendricks, but very happy with what he did on this album.
His contribution
was fantastic. It was excellent. Conway is just one of those artists that when you hear him, it really shows you the difference between those super lyricists and a great artist, right? There's a lot of guys who can bar up, even with the delivery that we just talked about. There's a lot of guys who can do that, but they don't show you their complete self like a Conway does. They don't show you their ups and downs. He can be a superhero and the dude who needs a superhero to come save him. And that's what I love about this album the most.
He's talking
complexity of man. And Conway really delivers that. He always does. From the first time I heard The Cow, I knew what I was dealing with when it come to Conway.
Yeah,
but
word.
he's really kind of like reached his apex artistically. And the fact that he's able
up
to...
till now.
Oh, right. Up till now. Like
I put a cap.
Right. He's right. Absolutely, saying you right. Up till now, this might be the best I've ever heard Conway, bro. Which is saying a lot because he's been putting in work for what, a decade now, that we're familiar with. Jav, you know, Debo'd us into listening to this album for like over a week, and I felt stupid. I felt stupid when I finally heard it. I was like, damn, my bad, Jav.
It's when you said, listen,
I should have known. After I got on the end, I was like, yo, like I'm looking for something from rap and I'm not getting it. For me to go in the chat and say, listen to this shit.
about this when he said about the praise that Conway got on the Billboard joint, and you said listen to the album, nigga. I was like, oh, this shit about to be fire. This shit about to be fire.
But Jav, you were absolutely on the money with that. Conway, man, hell of an album.
Crazy.
Easily top 5 of the year, in my opinion.
Top 5.
Yeah. Easily.
See the raps now. Tap in.
All right, Jar's getting a lot of credit.
Hey, listen, I get a lot of tomatoes from the comment section. Let me get a little piece
I
of
get
credit.
some praise, right?
Let me get a little praise.
Right.
I
Humble
want,
bragger, we still on your ass.
I want.
Oh, he getting it. He on your ass.
I want all of us collectively. I want this platform, the Rap Round Table, to get a little smidge, little sliver of credit.
I like slivers.
A little sliver of credit, because the way that we have been saying year in and year out on this podcast, Conway, you're special, man. You're special. You're special. You're a unicorn. But we're gonna need you to expand your horizons a little bit. Open up a little bit.
Hey.
But be a little bit more vulnerable. Talk to the ladies a little bit more. Get some production that's like big, eventful. That it feels like this is an event album.
Momentous.
You know, we've been saying that not just specifically for him, but like, you know, the space as a whole. And when I tell you, Conway gave us everything that we asked for, Like, what was the song? The last song, actually.
Yo,
Hold on. Because the last song, the quote-unquote bonus, Don't Even Feel Real, he says at the end, that's what they wanted. Is that what y'all wanted? And this is exactly what we wanted from the beginning, Conway. We've been saying for years, Conway is a special MC. He's got everything. He checks all the boxes, you know. But there was something that was, I don't want to say holding him back, but there was like, maybe like I don't know if it was like confidence. I don't know if it was just like being comfortable in the space that he was in, you know, just rhyming over the same type of beats all the time and just always being like, you know, superhero braggadocio type of guy, you know, ghetto superhero kind of guy. Like, it was great. It was always great. But it was like, yo, we know that you're capable of more. Like, we hear it. Like, we feel it. The minute this album cuts on, the intro, see, it's no in between. You are either free or you're a slave. I was like, hold up. Did I press play on the right album? I was set to listen to some Dead Prez.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But that really got me in the zone. I was like, oh shit, like he's in a different realm right now.
That shit they said about the Rocks took me to a different world.
He's in a different space right now. That intro, and I'm not gonna lie, I wanted him to rap on that intro. I wanted him to rap on that beat.
Same.
You know, so I was slightly disappointed, but the intro
Fire.
got me in the zone.
Yeah.
Then the first joint, the title, Lightning Above the Adriatic Sea. What? So I went from listening to, is this Jay Electronica now?
Yo,
It might be.
bro.
I was like, all right, maybe it was Dead Prez, but now I'm thinking Jay Electronica. But like, this is, I love that he's channeling all of these energies, you know, because I think this is where, as an artist, he needs to go and he needs to be and he needs to feel comfortable. So beyond the title, the song itself, we talked about Justice League earlier. Conway over this Justice League production, this is exactly what I've been saying for so many years. Not just him. I've said it about Benny. I've said it about like countless artists. We love the boom bap. We love the underground shit. We love the grit on the grip. But like every now and then, like, we just need a grandiose production. We need something that feels bigger than life. And Justice League is the perfect producer tandem to tackle that kind of sound. And to lead off the album with that, chef's kiss. Conway slid all over that production. Amazing song. I'm gonna fast forward to Hell Let Loose. So I was like, oh shit, I'm back in 2003 in the G's.
Yo,
like this sound, and he even got Who Cared for the shit.
Tony Yayo on the ad-libs, bro.
Bro,
Here we go now.
You know what I'm saying?
the way this sounded like a classic G Unit record, and Conway fit right in, incredible. Crazy Avery.
Shout out.
Shout out to
I
Avery.
figured that.
I like this joint.
Princess.
I like this joint. Shouts to Timbaland. Timbaland, you're on my shit list right now. You've been on my lawn.
The AI lawn.
Timbaland's been on my lawn for quite a minute, but I didn't know how to feel at first about him recycling the Jay-Z beat from Volume 3. When it's hot,
Yeah.
you know, that joint. But I couldn't even be mad about it because Conway did his thing on it. They changed it up just enough to where it felt like kind of new,
Yeah.
but kind of old.
Yeah.
You know, it worked, right? The Painter. fire. Otis Driftwood,
Bars.
Proof,
Yeah.
Flames, Mahogany Walls, Shouts to Conductor. This is one of the best Conductor beats I've heard.
Oh wow, right?
Not to say that Conductor's slacking it all, but I'm just saying like this particular Conductor
It's
beat
tough.
crazy. Attached with Lady London. We talked about this already. You know what I mean? Doing Jones with the ladies, for the ladies. This is another thing that we've been talking about is like, don't be scared to make songs for the women. They don't have to sound like a Drake song. They don't have to sound corny. They don't have to sound, cringy. Sorry, Mase. They don't have to sound corny. They don't have to sound cringy. DMX made songs for the ladies. The Wu-Tang made songs for the ladies.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean? And they made them to sound like what we want to hear and what they want to hear simultaneously. So I think he got one on this project with the Lady London joint attached. And yeah, I already talked about Don't Even Feel Real. So I'm gonna leave this one for last. Hold Back Tears, man. Hold Back Tears is special. Hold Back Tears is check number 3 on what I've been saying all of these artists should be doing is embracing some type of vulnerability. Some type of, just, again, pause, opening up a little bit. Opening up the soul a little bit. You can't be superhero, hard motherfucker, 24/7, 365. Like, that's gonna lead you to an early heart attack. That's gonna lead you to like an early coughing. You gotta let those emotions and those thoughts out. And the way that he did on this track, he's done it before. Again, shouts to the Cow. The Cow is the first time that I heard Conway. It was like, oh no, he's different. He's different. He's different. But then after that, he went back to the, thug, 24/7, 365 again. And I'm like, yo, no, go, like, I'm telling you, there's a lane for you there, So the fact that he did Hold Back Tears, just the vulnerability of it all, the able to, release those emotions, incredible. Overall, this is exactly what we've been looking for from this segment of artists, from this space. Is, again, we love the Derringers, we love the conductors and all that, but like, expand your horizons, spread your wings a little bit, spread the subject matter a little bit, make some joints for the lady. What else? Yo, Job, these flowers go 100% to Job. How long has Job been saying, yo, get a nice R&B girl, sing on the hook, make a nice joint for the ladies, you know what I mean? And that's it. That's exactly what he did on this album too.
You don't need to scare them.
Don't even feel real.
Don't scare the hoes, man.
Like that nice R&B singing from somebody that's not you, that can't really sing. Again, sorry, Drake. Sorry. Sorry, Drake.
You don't want the crooner?
It's been 97 weeks. And
Hey, all right. I'm gonna wrap it up. But this, I mean, again, and I this album, this project has been on my queue for a week. The only reason that I have not listened to it earlier is because this right here had me in a choke. So apologies to not getting to it sooner.
No, I don't understand. I had to force him to listen to this.
No, it's not a forcing. It's just a reminder.
No.
It's a gentle. It's a reminder.
It was
Sometimes you forget how good
aggressively
someone is.
gentle.
Aggressively gentle.
It's a reminder that like this Conway album is still on the table. This had me in a chokehold for a week. I finally got to a place where I was like, all right, I'm gonna listen to some other stuff.
A lot of replay value.
This Conway did not only, I can't even say it didn't disappoint. That understates it. This album is impeccable. And to wrap it up, now that Conway Sorry. Now that Conway
Wax
has
poetically.
listened to what we've been asking of him for so long, only good things come from this. He's in the top 8 of Billboard's rap albums of the year.
Yes, sir.
Salute to Conway. Big win. More life to you. More, success to
Need
you.
a tour off this album.
Couldn't be happier for you, man. This is amazing.
Hands down, my guys have said it to perfection. I don't really got to say too much, but I'm going to add my 2 cents. Since it mentioned the word that stood out to me the most about this album, that's when I knew I was listening to something different from what we're usually accustomed to from our Griselda brethren. And that's vulnerability. And as a person who has an issue with, holding grudges and letting things go, listening to Conway throughout this album, it's like, oh, yeah. Because he talked about people who let him down. And it wasn't like he was above it all. He rhymed about being let down by the people who he held in high regard. And just being highly disappointed in these niggas. And instead of just saying, I'm rich and I'm above it, he leaned into it. And that's when I knew. I was like, whoa. He's talking about holding this grudge when he made it. He signed the deal. He's met his favor. He met Hov. He talked about it in the interview the other day where he's chopping it with Hov and Hov sending him bars.
Giving me lines.
Right.
Shit.
And it's like, but in the one breath, Jay-Z sending you lines. In the next breath, this nigga from the block hurt your heart so bad that you had to rhyme about it. And I'm like, in a world where there's so many rap superheroes, to Mace's point, and Conway is one of them, he could still be bothered by some random nigga that I don't know from Buffalo and put it in the bars.
Deep.
But at the same time, I'm still the best. Bring whoever you want to bring, and I promise you I'll out-rap them. When he wasn't vulnerable, he was saying, I'm still the best. That level of duality is something we used to get regularly in the early 2000s. In this era where artists are afraid to deviate from the norm because of what their fan bases might say to them, for him to give you that level of duality on a body of work, impeccable. I'm going to make a grandiose statement right now about my list. And I hit Mace on the side often about basketball. Mace and I are basketball junkies. And every now and again I say, you know what? This guy made my list. Just 2 weeks ago I hit him, I said, Cooper Flag is on my list.
Been cooking.
He's on, I got to pay attention to what he's doing. Anytime I say he's on my list, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I have to pay attention to what you're doing. I'm aware of you. Now I have to follow your journey because you might be something to talk about. Conway has made my list. In a lot of ways, I loved Benny, but Conway is the rapper that I'm always going to be a fan of because he does everything. We talked about it, bars and delivery. He does it. Bravado and vulnerability. He does it. Beat selection. He does it. Great balanced listens via the beat selection. He does it. In fact, Conway has supplanted Benny on this. Benny has been demoted. Just like that. Conway, in a lot of ways, Conway is the rapper that I always like. Where I subconsciously found myself responding to a bar that he rhymed like oh.
Right.
I do it subconsciously because like the thing is he'll get in his pocket where the syllables for like 4 or 5 bars are just like stupid. Then he'll land it with the nasty punch on the 4th or the 5th bar. And it's like, whoa!
Different.
You rhymed it the same way I wanted you to rhyme it. How did you know?
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And there's so many of those moments within this album where it's like he's in pocket. The breathing, the voice, the charisma within all of this. Holy shit. I don't wish bad on any man, but getting shot is even, I would say, leveled up his delivery in a way.
Yep.
When you listen to the old Conway to the new Conway, it's like that moment in time made him even better, ironically. You know what I'm saying? New Devils. I threw it on Twitter. I'm gonna say it here on the pod. Top 3 album cut of the year. Because I don't know if it'll ever be a single. But bro, not no commercial beat. He wasn't chasing the check with Herbo. He wanted to get him some real nigga shit.
Herbo
with
was rapping.
And they took, and it was like, we're not gonna go back and forth. First part of the song is me. This part is yours. And they took you to the block, but not on some superhero shit to be repetitive. On some like, this is what's going on. This is what we deal with. This is what I deal with. And then when you hear Herbo get on there, and it's like, you know, everybody like Herbo when he's off beat. But Herbo has figured out a sweet spot, and I hit Mase on a guy. I'm always hitting Mase. Mase probably gets tired of him. Hit Mase on the side, and I'm like, bro, Herbo in a new prime right now. Because Herbo, when he in the past, when Herbo tried to get in pocket, it didn't sound natural.
It's unorthodox.
Herbo has now found that pocket where he can be off beat or in pocket, and he sounds impeccable. Because I'm gonna say something right now that's gonna upset a few people. Herbo right now that he's found a nice pocket, he has a chance to be one of the best to ever do it. I'm not even reaching when I say that. Because Herbo has the real actual life experience. He has the voice. Now he's in pocket in a way that I've always wanted him to be in pocket. Herbo has the chance to move niggas.
And the real rights fuck with him.
Regionally.
Yeah.
Herbo's going to be able to move people from coast to coast because he's proven it that he's a real nigga. He has charges. You know what I mean?
From the rack, man.
He's been in the street.
Yeah.
And now he's in pocket. Herbo might be the most dangerous rapper alive right now. No funny shit. He might not be the most lyrical when it comes to the metaphors and the similes, but the realism, which is to me, I'll take realism over metaphors and similes 10 times out of 10. Herbo got it. Okay? I look at this and I'm like, yo, this album, like, where did he find this pocket? But it's like, it takes a matter of, and he talked about it a lot in this project, people letting you down and you being able to let the guard down and use your skill set to talk through what you're going through. You talked about it where he's pow-powing West Side Gun. There's a bar in there where he's talking about you can't be Jordan until you duff a teammate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, didn't we just hear him getting into some shit with Benny?
Yup.
And I'm like, maybe I'm reaching because we don't have the facts. But we heard that him and Benny got into something.
Little scrappies.
And then he's talking about it in the raps where you not Mike until you duff a teammate. And we heard that him and Benny had a little scrap. He talked about getting shot, walking around with the cane, all that. I'm like, yo, this nigga, and he's doing it through the art form. And I'm like, I haven't heard shit like this since the early 2000s. Because a lot of times in this era, it's like you either getting this or that. Because you don't want to upset some pocket of your fan base. Conway has been low-key, the last 2 or 3 solo projects, he's been building towards this album. He's been trying to deviate from the Griselda norm. And I think he found that spot. And it's like and it's not like he went away from the production. Conductor's on this album.
Yeah, still a few.
Daringer's on this album. And it's like, he found a way, I don't know if it was a matter of they curated for him, or he just picked the right beat. But he found a way to get those guys and check that box without making it sound like what we're accustomed to. And I'm like, yes, this is the thing.
And that's what I'm wondering after listening to this album is who executive produced it, and if it was himself, like, congratulations, you found exactly where you need to be right now.
I think we need, after this project, because you guys broke down the songs, I don't need to go crazy with that. I don't want to be too repetitive. But what I will say is, after this project, I think we need to seriously reset and review who we think the best are in rap. I think Conway's made a very serious claim to be in best conversations, not top 5 or top 3. I think he made a claim. I'm not saying he is the best.
One of the best.
But I think he's made a claim to being in best. I think he's in that ransom conversation where you gotta have him there.
Immediately.
You gotta have him there because it's like when he was rhyming in certain pockets, I'm like, this is what we talked about when we was like, we need Posse Cuts to come back so we can see who's really who. Because there's moments where I'm like, I can't hear nobody better than Con. You know what I mean? And it's like, for moments, it's like, I can't hear nobody better than this nigga. Because if he's rapping like this on this track, who's gonna out-rap him? You said it sounded like Beanie Siegel and Hove combined or Kiss and SP combined. I think Conway, and this is not a slight, y'all can get mad, whatever, but just walk with me. I think this is Fabulous fully realized. Like the Fabulous we always wanted. Fabulous Sport. The way he leads up to his punches, he's Loso in a lot of ways. The Motas with the heavy punch on the end.
Lowe's used to be
That's
king of
early 2000s Fabulous. That's not mid-aughts Fabulous. That's early aughts Fabulous. I think this is the guy that we always wanted Loso to be. When Loso started getting hit records with the girls, and he kind of stayed over there. He can still get into the street shit. And we know street fam niggas, they got busy. We know that.
Yeah.
But like musically, Fabulous knew what his bread and butter was with the money, and he stayed there. I think this is the clue tape Loso that we see in fully realized with the charisma, the sports references, the punchlines, the street shit, the vulnerability, the necessary cosigns. I think when I hear that guy, and I'm like, wow, if this is what you're giving us here, and there was no ceremony before. It was like he just dropped it.
Yeah.
He didn't even talk shit like, yo, this is my best shit ever. I just knew Conway dropped, I gotta listen, because it's Conway. Then I played it, and like much like Sin, on the intro, I'm waiting for the raps, and I'm like, oh, you're not gonna rap on this? And then track
crazy.
2.
That was a crazy intro, though, man.
Yeah.
Intro was really fun.
It made me immediately say, this is some serious shit. And then track 2, boom, we out of here. No breaks until the end.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, if you don't have Conway in them, if you haven't heard this album, or you don't have Conway in Necessary Conversations, or you've been on the fence about it, this album is gonna change your opinion on what you think about it. It's not the typical Griselda. It has every Griselda co-star you can imagine as far as production goes. No West Side, no Benny. But everything else that you look for is there, but it's different. And setting the tone on track 2 immediately with the Justice League.
Yeah.
Produce record, and then working your way through.
Big
tunes.
Big tunes. So much so that they have an album on the way. He's been talking about it on the socials.
Yeah.
This album is amazing. And I was bothering my guys because I'm listening to this shit and I couldn't believe what I was listening to. I'm like, yo, I can't be the only one that hears it. I get my guys on this. Because this is not what we thought it would be. You know what I mean? Bro. Whereas one guy's chasing Big Dog and he's aggressively chasing radio. One guy organically made a project that has multiple songs that could be on the radio if radio was serious about their business. That's how, and I'll leave it like that. This album is fire.
Yeah.
It's, to me personally, it's an album of the year conversations after a couple of weeks, and that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
This is what I've been looking for from rap, because I've been looking at some of these albums, I'm like, it's cool, but I'm looking for something a little bit more. And I think Conway gave me what I was looking for in waves. Yeah. And if you haven't heard it yet, because you think it's just some regular Griselda shit, press play. Trust me.
This second half
is fire
of the year.
Oh yeah.
It's been heavy, bro.
It's been incredible.
Oh yeah.
I think the majority of my favorite albums this year have been in the second half, other than Clips.
And now we got our guy.
What was Clips again? June? May?
Early in the year.
Second quarter, I feel like.
Yeah. Right?
Matter of fact, we all got the album in our phone. Let's just check the date. Why do we do this? You know what I mean? July 11th.
Oh, so that's
the
second half. Yeah,
that's what I thought.
That's the second half too.
The homie Curtis got back to us, going back to our conversation about bars of delivery. I don't know what he said. This is a surprise to me too.
Oh shit!
But he sent the video. We're gonna press play.
Salute.
What's good with you, fam? So I wasn't able to send a voice note through because of this new update with the encrypted stuff on Twitter. It's annoying. Elon is stupid. With that said, to answer your question about bars versus lyrics, as somebody who's a lyricist himself, as somebody who studied this craft, as somebody who loves lyricism, this answer may surprise you. I'm going to have to say delivery, because I know there's a lot of people out here with the ability to string together multi-syllables, string together a whole lot of words together and stuff them and bring context and have double entendres and double meaning. It don't matter what you do if you don't know how to package it. I don't think delivery is just how you rap it. I think it's the space that you give each bar. It's the patterns that you use. Sometimes it's the things that you don't say, and we get to fill in the blank as a listener. I think it takes more than just someone good with words. It takes someone who has the ability to get out of their own head as an artist and get into the mind of a listener. And not every lyricist remembers what it's like to be a listener. A lot of people are so word obsessed that they don't even realize the audience stop checking in 10 seconds into what they're doing. Delivery. And that's not to say that somebody with an amazing delivery is better than a lyricist with a subpar delivery. But I think all in all, if you don't know how to package it, just think of it as a product. If you don't know how to package your product in a store, it don't matter what you got going on. It could be the best toothpaste on the market. We'll never know if the packaging is trash. So, I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I got a lot of books up here, and all of them got pretty damn amazing covers. So, that's all I got for you. Delivery.
Shout out to homie Curtis King.
Salute Curtis.
Happy
West
man,
Coast.
giving a well thought out response to bars of delivery, live and direct. I hit him while we was recording. He got back to me right away. Once again,
Another one.
when you establish a platform that niggas trust, they get back to you right away. No frills, straight rap, straight hip hop, cloth talk, rap round table. You know what I mean? I'm popping our collar tonight. We don't talk our shit enough. I think that's, I got a lot of niggas fucked up, so we don't talk our shit enough. You know what I mean? And they get to misconstrue what the platform is all about. And it's really just about rap. You know what I mean?
Culture.
The internet got a lot of shit fucked up. A lot of guys have a lot of opinions. But y'all really don't watch for real. The niggas who have the worst opinions of us are the niggas who don't watch. You know what I mean? The people who actually press play and watch the pod, they know. You know what I I mean?
They're connected. They're
I
locked
just
in.
seen in real time the East, the West, the South, and the Midwest all
Bruh.
fuck with us. You heard? Come on now.
Good
That
dudes.
part.
The whole map.
But now,
Shout out to the homie from New Delhi.
shout out to the homies from New Delhi. Literally,
Salute.
the homie from New Delhi.
Yeah.
But
The
now,
real homie.
Yeah.
The real home.
now we got to get into some industry talk.
Yes,
There's
sir.
been some shakes, some changes, some new math, we'll call it. New rules. Mesito, industry talk.
Hashtag new rules for sure, y'all. You know, whenever some new Billboard shit come down the pipe, we gotta discuss it. We usually are the first on these type of things. Whether I think of it, whether y'all hit me and say, "Yo, I need you to research this." We gonna be at the forefront of what's going on. But this one kind of made a big splash, right? There's some new Billboard rules being introduced in January for the sake of not just giving you some random words and letting you know the actual. This is the official statement from Billboard, okay? Currently each album consumption equals one album sale. 10 individual tracks sold from those albums or 3,750 ad support streams or they equal a sale, right? That's the current formula, but they're switching that, right? Effective on January 17th, which would include data from January 2nd. Each album consumption will now equal 2,500 ad-supported or 1,000 paid subscription on-demand streams in order to equal the sale. That's it's a little word salad-y, guys, but we got to let you know what they actually said. So that really what it really means is that it's going to take 33% fewer ad-supported streams and 20% fewer paid supported streams in order for it to equal an album unit when you buy it, right? So at the drop of a hat, it seems like the industry needs saving, right? But that's not the only part, right? Because in almost right after this announcement was made, YouTube made a big announcement themselves, saying that they're basically going to stop submitting their info to Billboard. Since 2019, Billboard has been counting YouTube streams towards, towards those album sales and towards everything as well. And what YouTube is basically saying is that they feel like this is an insult. These new Billboard rules are an insult to people who who aren't subscribed. They're saying people who aren't subscribed should matter too. We know Billboard is probably working with the record labels to get people to buy these streaming services and buy these albums a little bit more. So they're gonna make it feel important, right? Oh, you're a Swiftie. Oh, you're a Drake fan. You know, oh, you're a Barb. You know what I mean? Oh, they call us owls, right? You're an owl. You're a Barb. You know what I mean? You want your artist.
Mase.
Listen, I gotta keep it a stack.
Connected.
Best Drake fan alive.
You feel me? So they to me, that's a little bit of incentive to these super fan bases. Oh, you want your artist to be number one? Your paid subscription matters even more now. Now YouTube taking their info away is very interesting, right? It's almost like there's some sort of battle behind the scenes that we're witnessing with the record labels, with the streaming services, with everybody going on, right? I'm sure Lucy is behind this somewhere. But you know, let me break it down a little bit, because you know all of those numbers are a little bit, you know, kind of make you feel like, well, what difference does it make? I put in some info to my favorite AI, and I know you hate AI, but I'm getting with the program. Shouts to Claude. It's paid.
Wait, tell me, who's Claude?
Claude is a AI service.
Oh shit!
I'm
It
unaware.
is the AI service.
I'm
Y'all.
still getting familiar with Grok. I didn't know about Claude.
Grok.
The only
I don't
Claude
like
I
the way you
acknowledge is
said that.
GTA 3. Wait a minute. You know what I mean?
Nah, shouts to that Claude. He didn't speak, but this one does.
Okay.
But
So not Van Damme.
not John.
Not Claude.
Not
Not
John.
Jean-Claude.
No splits on this one. But you know, I put the numbers in the
Word
Claude.
solution.
And word.
No splits.
That's a fact. So I
Touche.
put the numbers in and to basically figure out, well, you know, how would, you know, the most popular albums that would have been released recently been affected by this. Now we know GNX did 309K first week, one of the biggest weeks last year on the first week. Under the new rules, GNX is moving 360 the first week, which is a significant amount if you ask me. And that's accounting for the lost YouTube streams as well. So if Kendrick is not an artist, you know, if that's a loosely based estimation, if he uses as much YouTube as everyone else, maybe, you know, because in my opinion, it's really younger artists that's gonna be affected by these YouTube.
Yeah.
Sin ain't listening, ain't trying to go listen to Kendrick on YouTube, bro. You know what I mean? That's not what's going on, right? I'm not listening to Drake on YouTube, even though he is top 2 on my most listened this year.
being taken away though, bro, from the YouTube. That's
You
a lot of,
mentioned Youngboy in the group chat. How does that impact
he
you?
gets a lot of YouTube views.
He's one of the artists that, you know, he has as many plaques, famously has as many plaques as Future, has as many plaques as J. Cole. Most of them come from his YouTube numbers. He's not an artist who comes out and does 500,000 first week, 400,000. He runs those numbers up on YouTube. A lot of his platinum plaques is, if you go to his shit, he got like 500 million views on a lot of his shit, 400 million views. Like, Youngboy shit is out of here. That's Youngboy. That's the international fan bases as well. A lot of the your favorite South American acts run it up on YouTube. I'm talking Bad Bunny, J Balvin, a lot.
YouTube is cutting like
Nah,
that.
YouTube is.
Yeah,
I mean, Billboard, pardon me.
Yeah, it's a lot of those artists get their numbers from YouTube. So it's like it's definitely a fight behind the scenes that we don't know what's going on, because I'm sorry, we've all seen every week, you know, we spoke about yesterday with 21 and those fraudulent jumps that he just had in his numbers.
47K in a week.
47K in a week. Sounds like
Wait, hold on, let me get it was 53, it went up to 90?
to 90.
37K,
Yep.
pardon.
Very similar to our boy Wham, whose numbers magically jumped up over the week.
We might have
Is there a new
we might
Deli
have
in
to,
Atlanta?
when it comes to rap, we might have to pack that whole city up.
We might have to, since Young Thug was caught on tape saying that he buys streams.
What happened to the
He's
streets?
gonna get mad at us.
But
all over
remember,
again,
we matter of fact, Masito, don't forget what you about to say.
Good.
I'm gonna take a quick rap roundtable victory. I don't know what
Wait,
other
can we call
platforms.
this years ago?
Right. I'm not gonna talk about what other platforms are talking about because I don't know. But I do know Masito did it during his segments. He said, "Yo, these guys were struggling with food." Immediately, the three of us was brought in the Mase was like, if you can't fill venues, are you really moving units? We didn't have the evidence to support it until Young Thug came out and said it. So whatever, you get 50,000 extra space, 50,000 extra units, pardon me. So now that we see this from 21, it's like, it goes back to what we talked about before. It's like, is the impact really real? You say fuck the streets and you get a little Twitter motion, a little online motion, and you move 37 extra units?
Crazy. Stop that.
A little funny. But very funny, actually. So for me, does it mean, some people have speculated, well, the bots have been cleaned up, so all of a sudden Billboard trusts streaming numbers a little bit more. I don't think it's that simple. There's definitely more to the story than that. Especially since more people around the world use YouTube than anything. Like that's like the worldwide way to get music for most people. Right. So the fact that YouTube got out of it immediately,
crazy.
There's some fraudulence going on here. Yeah. And when you look at even the big artists, we spoke about Tyler doing like 3K. You know what I mean? We spoke about all these huge artists that are doing these low numbers. They're trying to. I think they're trying to juice the numbers.
Would a YouTube help to juice it?
Yeah, right? I think so. Maybe YouTube didn't get paid off. I'm gonna do my research a little bit more because I need to know why this is going on. There's some money trail that I haven't found yet. That there's a reason that this is going on. Russ, who is the guy who always talks music business online, he complimented YouTube on this, basically saying, Billboard is trying to bully, everyone, you know what I mean? Into, we know Leo is behind YouTube, right? He's like the boss over there. So it's a very interesting situation. We about to see some juice numbers. What's the word, y'all?
So you just mentioned something that got my brain moving, which means that YouTube is not in it because, going back to what you mentioned a few minutes ago, the split's probably not right.
Mm-hmm. Right. The splits definitely ain't right. Spotify, UMG, all these guys are in bed with each other. Pause. You know what I mean? Big pause. Right. Or depending, right? Who we talking about. But all of these guys, you follow the money, all of these guys are all interconnected. The guys who run Billboard, the guys who run UMG, Spotify, Apple Music, all these guys are either worked at this company 2 years ago and now work at this company, is the son of this person that works at this company. They all in together. So, we all know Drake infamously sued about the bots, but there's been a lot of, Pepper from Salt and Pepper famously has a lawsuit against UMG right now. Everybody's upset with UMG. All the numbers are down. So I think they trying to, steroid it up a bit with these numbers. I just don't know why they're steroiding the numbers, because it sounds like they're taking money out of this pocket to put in this pocket. But, like we've always said, these numbers are so weird. This is the formula. Jarvis asked the most important question when this first went into the chat. That was what, Jarv? What you asked about these numbers?
Who decided the number?
Who decided the fucking number, Jarv?
Big question.
Who decided the number? Who decides this? We all know the record.
This whole shit fake.
The whole shit is fake. The whole shit is fake because there was a whole big thing about Nas's numbers this week. But everybody who on YouTube, Nas's videos did the most numbers. So the people want to see, you know what I mean? So all of this shit is
you can't tell us as a podcaster. If we talk about Nas, our numbers shoot through the roof, but then he only did 21K on the Billboard.
Crazy.
Something don't add up, bro.
But if we put out a 21 Savage video tomorrow, we might tank our entire show.
Yo.
So the numbers are weird. They're being manipulated from year to year. That's why the stand base is going at each other over numbers. What do these numbers even mean? It's the PER of the music industry. We don't even know what formula goes into this. And when we look at who created it, we shouldn't even trust them anyway. But we got to keep the audience knowing what's going on. Expect a lot of the mainstream artists to all of a sudden drop in February and March. You ain't gonna see Iceman until about March 8th.
You disconnected to why you think everybody's selling their shit off?
That's part of a whole nother, you know what I mean?
Unrelated.
That's part
related but unrelated.
Yeah, that's the AI situation. They sold their catalog so that they could put it into AI that they also brought up right after. But yeah, don't trust the numbers. Trust what you see. Trust what you hear. Trust what you know. Because we all know who the most popular people are, no matter what these random numbers and random equations come out to. But I still find it very interesting because there's something going on behind the scenes.
In the end, we'll table it like this. Pay attention to who are filling out these venues. You want to know who has real motion? Look at the concert audiences or the lack of canceled events. If they're filling venues, they're moving units. The process of the music business has never changed over time.
We're making real connections.
There you go. If you're filling venues, you're moving units, and vice versa. If you're moving units and not filling venues, it's fake. The end. If you didn't hear it anywhere else, you heard it right here.
Yes, sir.
Because from any era you think about it, if an artist is popping, he sells records, he does a show, he fills the venues.
Yep.
If you're popping, you sell records and no one's at your shows, you didn't sell those records. Because the people have already decided that they're going to spend their money to support the act.
It popped out.
Every artist, including Drake, because we know we not either or here, including Drake, he fills a venue. He has real connection. Kendrick, real connection. SZA, real connection. Young Boy, real connection. Nas, real connection. When Hov come outside, real connection. Pay attention to the people who come outside and they fill venues. Fuck the internet. Fuck the Instagram. Fuck the Twitter. It's the venues because that's money. You still live in a capitalistic country. If they're spending their money on you, you have a real connection.
It's not just money, time,
effort,
energy, effort.
Yeah,
that part.
Shit, bro. Standing on your feet for these concerts for like 3 hours.
Sin went, copped the fucking vinyl. Real connection. Walt in the cut with all of these vinyls. Real connection.
Beanie walked in the rain.
Real connection. Real connection, bro. We go into the fucking Pusha T clip show in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Real connection. Mid-January, Max B.
Big
Real
event.
connection. We spent our money to go support these artists. When you hear about niggas canceling shows, it's because it did not move those units forward. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's really what it is at the end of the day. But we gotta move on. Walt's gonna kick us out soon. We gotta get to my favorite segment, the mailbag. Because of the time crunch, we've been cooking. It's been a hell of a podcast.
Yeah,
Hope
man.
you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. At the end of the stream, swipe and hype, okay? We got a bunch of mailbag entries specifically from the Light Years reaction. Not the live, but the actual album reaction. I'm just gonna read them off. I'll stop when I feel like we need to get a response from certain people.
Sit up.
Emeka the Ninja says, the Niger part it says, Preem didn't show up. Plain and simple. Sonically, this should have been album of the year quality. Preem didn't put his best foot forward. I see something in the corner of my eye that made me laugh. Hard to get into an album that starts off so rocky. Because it's the first one and we know you don't agree. What are your thoughts, Sid?
Look, it comes down to whether you thought it started off rocky.
Okay.
I didn't think it started off. I think, again, tracks 3 and 4, I thought it started off solid, first two, and then after the rocky part, it went into a home stretch that played out beautifully.
Mecca said,
You niggas won!
Shine Dub Black says, went back and listened to Jeru the Damage's Classic Sunrises from the East, produced by Primo, dropped in 1994. After hearing that, I see where Primo was hitting for and see where Sin was coming from. They were taking it back to the essence that was before a lot of people's time. Fair play. I respect that. Sin has said as much. Atchpole, a regular in the mailbag, he has really good comments. Sincere is taking this to the heart, man. Jaw, you told lies for 22 minutes. This is not it. Jaw with the post-game press conference. Terrible. That was in my feelings. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
What are the better lines of the year? I let y'all lie for 20 minutes.
Yo,
22.
you know, unplanned real life emotion you saw in real time during that live, bro.
Crazy. Classic.
Tornadic 1983 says, it didn't amaze me on the first listen, if I'm being honest. The more and more I listen to certain tracks through, it's getting better and better. Nas rapping was A+, Primo to me was B+. Songs on repeat. Welcome to the Underground, Sons, Nasty, Esco, Nasir, BK, Madman, My Life is Real. Shout out to Tornadic with that comment. Friend of the show, regular viewer, regular supporter, even through everything. He's been here. I want to call him a day one. Hudson says,
salute.
Nas delivered elite level God MC rapping on this project. 100 emoji. Once writers come on, the production picks up after that. I 100% agree with what he says on that. DZ Bear says, Nas was S tier, A++ level on this. Premiere was Wizards MJ. The album is good, not great, not awful. Wolf.
Damn.
Relax.
This whole mailbag was
No, it's not. It's not. I wouldn't do that. Ede Motu 5539 says, this album is fire. Point blank, period. Drake 899 says, Job went too far left on one side and Sin too far right on the other. Probably. SD has a question. Or a question in a statement too. When y'all do reviews, y'all should say how you're listening to the album. What streaming app? Headphones, car, through your phone? I remember being disappointed a bit with the last Gangstar album because of how it sounded. Then I purchased a CD and it played in the car and it sounded amazing. I think the way we listen plays a big part in our opinion. So real quick, how did you listen to this?
Headphones.
Headphones.
Both. Headphones and car. Mr. Workout says, a lot of people are trying to push the weak beat narrative. I see through it. Fair play. It's very, it's highly polarizing. D Pizzle, I don't like how that sounds. 9/11. Jav, it fucking pissed me off to hear your opinion about the album. But what really pissed me off was that you was right. The production was different. The production was definitely off. The waiting room says the album gets better the more you listen to it. To me, it was fire.
To me.
Shout
out to Tone.
Shout out Tone. Black Mirror 8388 says, Nas and Primo didn't disappoint. Album is fire. Leon Lawson 6863 says, this album was a motion picture. Dionel, friend of the show. Been a while. We know Nas come out. Dionel's come out.
Wow.
I thought you went wherever
We
Leo
done
went.
been for how many years?
We know Nas is back
Since
outside.
the last KD album.
Since the last Magic. Yeah.
Salute.
Welcome back.
Dionel says, ain't gonna hold you. I appreciate this job rant. Appreciate you appreciating the job rant. Rudy Rivera 8059 says, y'all pissed Sincere off. Yes, we did.
Just a little bit.
And Bali Love Thando says, Jav and Sin, so mature, great pod, guys. And that's the thing y'all gotta understand. I could argue with Sin, but then we can find the middle ground right immediately after the argument.
Brotherly shit.
We can find the middle ground. Salute. You know what I mean? If you can't argue with your niggas, you can't argue with nobody.
Talk about it.
That's
man.
how I feel. And last but not least, second to last. T-Mac, Tasha Mac, who always puts her money where her mouth is, says, this episode encapsulates why I love the Rap Roundtable. Knowledgeable, informed taste, entertaining disagreement, authenticity, passionate respect for culture in each other. Salute, Tasha Mac. You get the show.
Appreciate you.
Humble bragger, you son of a bitch. You said that I like glossy raps because I'm a Jay-Z fan. And I gotta tell you, I'm tired of that. I hate when niggas do this shit. We talk about way too much rap on this pod. Jay don't drop no music, so I don't have no whole music to really talk about. But I hate when niggas do this shit where it's because you're a Jay-Z fan. If you say anything that they disagree with about Nas, it's because you're a Jay-Z fan who likes something. Yeah, I like Jay-Z. I love what Jay-Z did in his prime and some of his post-prime work. But we spent years talking about this. West Side Gun. roam streets. Look at the niggas we interview, and I listen to their music. Stove God, all these niggas, man. Like, why I said that is the minute I say I don't like Primo's production on this album, I immediately become a Jay-Z fan who likes the Rossi raps. Like, come on, bro. Like that. In fact, that's lazy from you. I'd rather a real critique and say, you know what, I like the album. I think Primo did a hell of a job. Much like Sin said, you know what, you might not like the sonics, but the technical aspect of the album is gas. And you gotta appreciate that shit. I told Sin in real time, I see where you're coming from. Like, if we doing this into 6 years into the pod where you immediately default to Jay-Z fan doesn't like Nas album, you're lazy. You know what I mean? Appreciate the super chat because you put your money where your mouth was on that. I gotta respect it. But to use me as a Jay-Z fan now in 2025, after 6 Hit Boy albums where I was like, boom, 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 this shit is gas, and he was like, oh, because Hit Boy shit had a little more gloss in it, I liked it. My nigga.
MSG attendance.
I would spend my money. I went to Madison Square Garden. You know what I mean?
He was in the building,
And
man.
hip hop 50.
He was at
Pop-up.
Just the other day.
He was at the Barclays.
It was the Barclays suit.
Bro.
Come on, bro. Like,
50.
the first
Hip-hop
album I ever
50,
spent,
Yankee Stadium.
the first album I ever bought was 36 Chambers. I love hard raps.
Great night.
I just had an issue with this album. Like, critique me personally, but don't put me in a box because I disagree. And I ain't mad at my brothers because they ain't defend me. You know what I mean? They just say, we're going to let Job deal with it. You know what I mean? I want to jump.
I jumped. I said something.
No. I was about to mention.
I said, why do
Yo, he
niggas
was
hate
tight.
niggas?
I was tight.
You was tight. I said, why do niggas hate niggas that you want to press play on? That's what I said.
You did say.
Yeah.
Fair play. Fair play.
Yeah.
I wanted to jump Humble Black. I wanted my niggas to jump in.
I felt the energy.
It was
They
late.
let him off the block.
It was late.
we were trying to
wrap
close
it up.
out. Tone was on
Fair-
deck.
All of these things
Company.
are true, but I was still salty because it's like, stop doing that to me, bro.
Y'all wanted blood, bro.
Stop doing it because I hate when niggas put you in the box when you disagree with
Yo,
them.
y'all gotta let him do that.
You're gonna let him get this off?
Yo, and then Job sent another text and we responded to the text. I ain't gonna let y'all niggas forget about the fact that y'all niggas ain't saying nothing.
That ass.
Like, oh shit.
Fuck out of here, Humble Bragger.
Oh,
I fuck
shit.
with you because you fuck with us.
Salute.
But stop putting me in a box, man. What I gotta do? You know what I mean? Y'all niggas, y'all want blood? Like, come on, man. But anyway,
Denounce the jigger.
no, I'm never doing that because he was too important to my upbringing. You know what I mean?
Vital.
It's way too important for me to denounce him. But we are somewhere in New York City having a blast. The #1 podcast for hip hop, rap, culture, cloth talk is us.
You dig?
I say that with my chest. It's us. We're not gossiping. We're not doing none of the extras. We talk. We gave you 2 hours plus of rap, music, talk. But now we in the LES somewhere. The girls look good, but it's a little frigid. But they still look good.
Little Frio.
We got the fours on our feet, and somebody messed around and stepped on the feet.
We at Lower East Side, West City,
New York City,
NYC.
West State.
New York,
NY.
and I was like, I'm bucking, and we need you too. Get the fuck off,
Get outta here.
So we're not in
Oh shit.
Oregon.
Oh
No,
shit.
Oregon.
Here we go.
Walt got the Lord of the cut. Y'all see Lord?
Yeah. Yo, Walt, you never let us down, bro.
Listen, okay, so this song is gonna be a little bit more nuanced than usual. I'm not necessarily throwing a person off of my lawn, but if they end up, exiting my lawn, so be it. I don't care one way or another. But like this person, right? Exactly. They died and they died. This person has not explicitly done anything to to result in my ire or to result in me kicking them off. But the issue that I have is everybody else that's surrounding this person, that's pushing this person, that is
At
putting the
Sincere 819.
putting the
At
battery
Sincere
behind
Beats
this
Party. At Sincere Beats.
putting
Not
the
the rap
battery
rounds.
behind this person's back. I've been feeling this way for a while, and I've had some trepidation in terms of like bringing it up, but I'm at the point where I gotta talk about it. What is it about this girl, Wynn? What is so special about Wynn? W-Y-N-N-E. What is so special about her? I keep seeing her on my feeds. I keep seeing her on my timelines. I keep seeing her getting pushed by industry insiders. Like, what
you don't
is
like
it?
the crowd control?
Yeah,
I mean,
gotta move the crowd, Sin.
what is it that's so special about her? And look, this is what I want to be very clear about. I'm not saying she's not talented. I'm not saying she's not talented. I'm not saying that she can't rap. I'm not saying that, she doesn't have like a decent persona or a decent presence.
Get rid of this guy.
It's been 2 cups of these, and I haven't eaten since like noon, right? So, excuse me for a second while I slur my words. Yeah, pretty much.
You're a sick nigga, bro.
Yeah. I had a bagel and cream cheese
At some point.
at some point.
Dirty New Yorker.
We're gonna have to get you some pizza.
Sheesh.
Nah, for real. So look, I want to be clear. This is not me kicking her off the lawn per se. Again, she hasn't done anything explicitly to make me so offended or angry. But the push that's around her, the push from like people in the industry, the push from certain personalities that we're kind of adjacent to in the same spaces as.
We're in a bit of a rotation with them.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
And I'm wondering what do they see that I don't see? What do they see that we don't see? Because it's like I'm gonna go around. Like, is there something like incredibly special about this girl?
I thought that they saw a Zelle notification.
She's dope.
Shouts to Mase.
Oh shit.
I think she's dope, but like, is she like groundbreaking? Nah.
Danny?
I think she's interesting. I think she raps.
What? That's
interesting.
That's a word. What's interesting?
That's a
about
good response.
So she is a rapidy rapper, right?
There's not many that. This is the first blonde-haired woman.
And she's a white female. The last white female rapper we had was what's Nick Young's old joint? The one that's terrible from Australia.
Oh shit, Iggy Azalea.
I mean, the bar's kind of low, bro.
She fucked with the cloth a
and
little bit.
And therein lies the problem. You guys said it without me having to say it. I didn't put words in your mouth.
You baited us.
No, y'all said it. Yeah, because y'all was thinking the same thing that I was thinking. You know what I mean? It's a pretty white blonde girl from Oregon who's doing the rapidy rap thing, and again, she can rap. But can she rap better?
Whoa,
she can. We haven't heard that in a while. Not since Meg.
If you know, you know.
Listen, can she rap better than Shane Noir?
No.
Is she better than Shane Noir? No. Is she better than Soul Child? No.
Rhapsody Hell.
Is she better than South Rock?
No.
Little Sims, bro. No. Like in the community, we've been trying to get Little Sims noticed for like ages now.
In the States.
And in the States, true. Right? And this Wynn is just gonna jump over that line. She's just gonna jump the line on. Come on, man.
Are you mad that Wynn is winning?
Vel 9.
Not fucking with Vel.
Vel 9. Shout out to Vel 9, man.
Shout out to Vel, man.
From out in Cali. Vel 9 is a fucking beast, man. You want to shit. Look, I might get like problematic, but you want a pretty light skinned girl with bars. Vel 9 got it.
Yeah,
and she's way more authentic. You know what I mean?
Shouts to
China Streets.
She not fucking with China.
From the town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there are so many other prominent female rappers that are out there right now.
Not fucking with Lady London.
She's not fucking with Lady London. She's not fucking with Rhapsody. She's not fucking with.
Can those artists make them put their hands in the air and wave them like
Everybody
they just don't
wanna
care.
follow me.
Did
Put
you ever
them on
consider that?
To the 213.
You seen that hand wave?
We
Nigga?
seen it. We seen the footage, bro.
Wow.
So
Why
that was
the-
on deck.
The hand wave.
The
man.
hand
she
waves.
practiced that shit in front of her mirror. How many
Yo,
nights?
Are you violating?
The crowd,
No,
the crowd was
listen.
hand waving.
Listen.
All
They was
six of
waving.
them.
They was with her.
Look, all I'm saying is, I've seen this movie before. I've seen this play out before. And honestly, I'm.
But she nice.
No, listen. I'm gonna be very real. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in some people that are like, really earnestly like pushing this girl when there's so many other girls that can be pushed in the culture. Girls that come from, you know, the communities that we come from.
She
that
from
look
the slums of fucking Oregon.
Yo, you ever seen Oregon?
Nike Town.
Yo,
You heard?
Nike Town.
Tent
nigga.
cities,
She
nigga.
She fighting
different.
werewolves and vampires.
Different
Look,
kind of
man.
hood, nigga.
With the Dame Lillard jersey.
You heard? Oh,
Listen,
the
man.
big
Ain't that
O.
where fucking the
Look.
movie, the vampire and werewolf movie
Look, man.
was staged at?
Again,
You heard?
What was that shit called again? Twilight.
The
Ah,
town.
Eclipse, nigga.
I have
Moonlight, nigga.
Hey, werewolves and fucking vampires. and she got bars.
You heard me?
look.
From Drexler Town.
So, again, right, to put a bow on this, she can rap. She's got some talent.
It's not her fault.
It's not her fault.
Okay.
I'm just saying, why is there such a forceful push?
Money.
Well, somebody want to see her win. Somebody wants to see win-win.
With the, so basically,
Just win.
every like
Win.
the
Fuck everything. Man.
the system,
Win.
the system, the industry that's putting so much energy behind this girl and not
All I do is win,
And not
win, no matter what.
pushing other amazing female lyricists like Shay Noir, like Soul Child, like Cyrock, like Veldon, like
Samara Sin. There's so many.
Samara Sin, everybody. Like, just it's y'all that gotta get off the lawn. She for the time being she can stay. It's y'all that gotta get off my lawn for ignoring all of these other female rappers and putting all of your energy into pushing this one girl.
Way to clean that up.
Why?
Is there really a y'all? How do we know this whole thing is a simulator? No disrespect. I'm just saying.
I'm saying because I
I
see
go to a
activity.
bar-
I see activity. on
Need
Twitter.
answer.
Who was them niggas waving their hands?
From the
Was that
2-3.
was that a staged event?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm just look. Whoever the y'all is,
Okay.
right?
Gems.
Maybe the y'alls that I see on the timeline are just pawns
I think I saw D.
in a.
Damn.
Not D.
Damn.
Sheesh.
I was in the 213, like follow me.
It's
Come
actually
on,
313.
313.
Shout out
My
Detroit.
apologies.
Nah. Every time that I see artists that deserve the push get jumped over in the line by somebody that just happens to be, you know, kind of pretty and blonde. That shit bothers me.
She got bars.
See, that shit bothers me. There's a lot of female rappers that got bars.
How's the delivery?
It's the delivery,
You know what I
like
mean?
those sin.
The deliveries on all these girls is on point. Shay Noir, Soul Child,
Shit got heat.
Little Sims, Vel9. Delivery for days.
Seventh Genius too.
Seventh Genius.
Bangs.
Got some ladies out here. That's
Look,
really
let's
spitting.
not-
Walt
Yeah,
is doing further research, and I'm starting to
let's not-
understand a little bit.
Yeah,
Let's
I am too.
I get it.
Yes, yes.
Look.
And on that note,
Walt from Half Court.
Well, y'all didn't hear what Walt said.
I'm sure they did.
it's quality.
Just like we didn't
It's
hear what
quality
Wynn said.
television right now.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Again,
Walt
I
get
get
the
it.
bottom of this.
She got the look. You know, she got the complexion
Protection.
protection
For the projection.
for the projection. You know, but don't just have her jumping. Come on.
And
That's disrespectful. Y'all gotta get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
episode 139 in the books. We hope y'all liked it because we loved it. Great build. Shout out to the homie I Am God. Shout out to G. Shout out to Curtis King. Shout out to Rome Streets. All contributors to this epic episode 139. Deeming the balance. Take us home.
Shout out to Walt the Great, always holding us down. Super engineer, man. Each and every one of y'all watching us right now, you know the deal. You heard my brother Jarvie. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, share. You know what to do after the video. Hit the swipe and the hype. You know what it is. Shout out to my guy, Masito, giving you the rundown on everything going on in the culture.
Boy.
You hear the production. Sincere Beats, holla at him.
Super
For the right
producer.
price, he make your shit tighter.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You hear the hardest working man in show business, Jarvie.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? Making Pee Wee Kirkland look easy out here. I'm Deanie, the balance of the force, aka your mother's favorite. And with our powers combined, you know what the fuck it is. It's the Rap Roundtable, man. We out of here. Episode 139.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, all that shit. Happy New Year, all that.
All that.
We'll see y'all real soon.